Excuse me.
Okay, so last time we played, you guys had come to the merchandise mart looking for Uth, a sort of gangster that you heard might have something to do with the Never Was. And you found the remains of your old crew.
Bitches.
Yeah. What?
All in a laundromat.
So yeah, you found the remains of Nydia, of Invisible Guy. I can't remember what his name is.
The other ones.
Yeah. And you ended up fighting a few demons in order to infiltrate the laundromat area of the underbelly of the merchandise mart. And then you also found your way into a secret hideout that is in the basement and found some couches. You found it was extremely well designed, well furnished. It looks expensive. You found some exercise equipment in the corner, and on top of a bench press, you found a towel covering up something on top of the bench, and Charisse, using her sword, picked up the towel to reveal a pair of roller skates with the nailer etched on them. And that was where we left off. Okay,
I don't remember the roller skates, but again,
yeah, you're kind of falling asleep last time.
I was overserved.
Okay, so exercise equipment. Okay, so she removed the towel to reveal a somewhat surprising sight. Resting atop the bench is a pair of roller skates. They are quite dirty, worn out, and scuffed up like you would not believe. The wheels are greasy looking, as if they were last used on a well-oiled or waxed surface. And as Charisse inspected them closer, she found some faded writing along the heel above the rear wheels on one of the skates, and in Sharpie you can faintly see the words "the nailer" written in it, or written on it.
I was thinking nail gun, but yeah, you could go that way too.
Okay.
Give me a roller, girl.
Yeah.
So there were, in the room, you had the choice to investigate. There was a section of couches, like a little living room den area. There was the exercise equipment, which you did check out. There was a desk. I do believe you did check out the couch, den area, and it was just a bunch of really expensive couches that were probably bought here in the merchandise mart at one of the wholesalers. And there was a couple of 5 cups of freshly brewed coffee sitting on the table in between the couches, as if someone was waiting for you. And you also have the desk, which is off to the far side of this pretty large room.
Well, let's go check out the desk.
Okay.
I'm going to let them check out the desk while I point at any doorway or opening.
Okay, so what you see is a very impressive desk, both in form and function. It's simple looking in design at a glance, yet it houses all of the components in being used for within it. The keyboard is set into the desktop with only the keys being visible. There's a large trackpad built into the section adjacent to it. There's a 5-monitor setup being held up by a main bracket that comes out of the rear of the desk and splits off into smaller brackets like the branches of a tree, each holding their own individual monitor. From a certain vantage point, it looks like a demon outstretching its arms to encompass you. But the desk has no drawers. It is just a flat surface with the keyboard and the trackpad built into it. The chair looks like a premium version of a gamer's high-backed chair, but less flamboyantly colorful. It does look comfortable, has been pushed up against the desk due to it not being currently in use. And there is a steaming cup of coffee to the right of the trackball or the trackpad sitting atop a coaster.
No drawers, huh? So the desk goes commando.
The monitors do seem to be in a sort of screensaver mode.
Tap the space bar.
What was it? Tap the space bar?
Yeah, the screensaver, yeah.
Okay. So you touch the keyboard, and the monitors snap out of their screen-savered slumber, and each of them displays the same information, which is a countdown,
Okay.
which currently sits at 30. What was it? No, 22 hours, 37 minutes, and 19 seconds. You watch as it decreases second by precious second.
Okay. Well,
Anything I should know, guys? Since my back is turned to you all.
So since you are near the desk, you can now see that there is also a stairway leading up to a sort of upstairs area that is covered in shadows since there are no lights on up there.
I'm
Uh,
gonna head
those are
towards the
mouse.
stairway.
Okay.
okay, was there a mouse or was there only a keyboard?
So what?
Was it just a mouse or was it just a keyboard?
There's a keyboard that's built into the tabletop, and there's also a trackpad, like one of those Apple ones that just require your fingers for use, not an actual mouse.
I have a little bit of
Jack,
skill
you
with
wanna head
computers.
towards the stairs with me?
You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure what that is. Intelligence in computers, maybe?
So to use a computer, hacking would be intelligence plus your computer.
Uh, 14 total. So that's
14, so
3 successes.
successes. Okay, let me find the appropriate page right here.
You figured out the password.
Yeah.
It was the post-it note. It's always the post-it note.
I was gonna say, is there just
What was
supposed to know what the
What was it from Hackers? It's
Oh.
God, sex, love, or God. Secret sex or God.
Sorry, it does not meet minimum requirements.
1. Secret sex or God 1.
Unfortunately, it required at least 4 success levels to hack in.
Anybody interested in following me up the stairs? I make a better door than a window.
Okay. So you're heading up? Okay. As you start to head up the stairs, you hear a toilet flush. And a door above you swings open, light spilling out of a room right off to the right of the end of the stairs on the second floor. Footsteps can be heard stomping around as you see somebody walk past your field of vision, followed by the sound of cloth rustling. You hear a strange and somewhat sexy voice say, "Be with you in a second."
Thank you.
Hey, lady,
You
could you
now
give me a
hear the
spray,
loud
please?
clomping of some thickly heeled shoes on the floor above you that make their way to the staircase beside the desk. Someone is emerging from the darkly lit upstairs area, and they descend the staircase. It's a female demon with bright orange skin, a fleshy teal crest beginning between her eyes and arcing over her hairless head and down her back until it disappears underneath the neckline of her fashionably distressed Star Wars t-shirt. She has
So I'm
no nose or
guessing
ears, wide-set teal eyes that are reminiscent of an anime character's, and a thin-lipped mouth with tiny shark-like teeth. She's wearing jeans that are torn up at the knees and a pair of Chucks that have been customized with Doc Martin-style soles that give her an extra 4 inches of lift. She's carrying a large package underneath her arm with a silk drop cloth draped over it.
Jack takes 2 steps forwards and goes, "Hi."
She just kind of looks at you and goes like, "Yeah."
Is
So I
Sorry.
guess we're not in.
Hi.
I'm guessing we're not in the stairs.
So she does descend circles around you, Bud. Kind of touches your cheek a little bit with one of her fingers. When she reaches the bottom of the steps, you guys part like the Red Sea to let her pass, and she reaches the desk and sets that package upon it before turning to face you all.
Is she the same species as the guy in the restaurant?
No, this is completely different.
Okay.
I run a perception check on her ass.
Do it.
4 plus. Sorry, I'm playing in character. Jack is a little bit of a horn dog, and he's looking for.
A little bit of Riker in him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, ho.
so what is that?
He's man-ho.
Perception is what is my 5 plus notice, which is. Sorry, I'm relearning the form. 8, 9, 10 plus 4 is so 14. A good. 3 success
good?
levels. Yeah.
It would be what you would normally call a juicy booty.
Wow. Okay. Apple bottom jeans. Got it.
So she turns to face you guys. Says, "Good afternoon. I'm Uth, as you probably already guessed. Hope my guards didn't give you too much trouble."
They didn't.
And she looks at Bud and goes "Yeah."
One demon to another.
So how may I assist you?
Want to make some hell spawn? No, sorry, my bad.
Hey, dude! I saw her first.
As Bud and Jack start punching each other.
Get her.
What's in the box?
It's like in time.
So where are you from originally?
That's a good question. It's here. It's just I stupidly, me being me, did not number the pages. So
Why would you need numbers?
well, okay, so it's not important.
She's from Uth World.
No, not Uth World. I'm here now. That's all that matters. So, what can I do for you, fellas and ladies?
What do you know about the... Me, Lorelei, has forgotten the name. Saoirse hasn't. The coming evil.
Never was.
Yes, what do you know about the never was?
I know quite a bit. Information doesn't come free, though.
All right, I'll let you blow me, but just the once and be careful with those teeth. That's all I'm saying. Since you seem to be such a fan.
Dude!
Yeah, she does that little thing.
Was that a Top Gun reference? If that was a Top Gun reference, I'm yours.
No, it was not a Top Gun reference.
Oh, damn.
Cool it, Iceman.
Easy goose.
I got $5. Is that enough to get information?
Can you tell us how to stop it?
What do you want in return for the information?
I mean, I don't want to pay anything for information if it's not going to help us stop the never was.
What do I want? What do I want? I want to go home.
So, how can we
It's
help?
obvious I'm not from here. I am from somewhere else.
You're not from Wicker Park?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay.
You see all kinds there.
Portland. We can get you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Tokyo?
Oh, this is awkward.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So,
What can we do to help you?
yeah, do you need like bus fare?
You have an interdimensional portal I could borrow?
Fresh out.
It
You guys?
just so happens I don't.
We were researching how to make one.
Well, if you figure it out, let me know. But then again, Countdown says that you have limited time.
Which makes me wonder why you're wasting hours.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So
You-
you
you-
help us stop the countdown, and we'll help you figure out how to get home.
I don't want to stop the countdown.
How do you feel about ceasing to exist at the countdown then?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How do you feel about ceasing to exist at the countdown's end?
Whether I'm here or not, it's still going to happen.
Unless we stop it. In which case, get more time to get you a ride home.
What is the countdown? What is the never?
She kind of like looks at the rest of you and points at Liam, and she's like, "He's so cute."
So what is the never was? If it's not going to hurt you,
What you like? So you're asking me about the never was then?
well, yeah.
Okay. Why can't you just let the inevitable take its course? There's nothing you can do to stop its conquest of this realm. There's nothing anybody can do.
I disagree with that.
Then what are we doing here?
I guess it's time to end the charade. So she kind of like straightens up a little bit and like cracks her neck. And that leathery orange skin of hers begins to flutter and change colors rapidly. Her eyes narrow to become human-sized. The pupils morph from teal to a dark brown. And her skin seems to almost turn inside out, revealing flesh tones underneath. Her crest splits open and releases thin wisps of black hair that grows out from within, eventually drapes down to her shoulders. Ears emerge from the sides of her head, and a nose juts out from between her eyes. Her teeth sort of retract and flatten, retract as flat, human-sized ones take their place. And with a few more snaps of like bones moving into new places, you see Kate standing in front of you.
Time out. Who was Kate again?
The skater.
Wasn't that? Oh, right. The one that I think you helped in the ambulance.
Oh, was it?
The nailer.
I don't remember.
Sarah's character.
Well, if you weren't such a jet setter and only able to play every once in a blue moon.
I think she played twice.
Okay.
So, like a little valley girl, she kind of like flashes the little peace sign and goes, "Hey guys."
I'm not one for having a solid memory to begin with, so
I think she was before your time,
cheers.
but I know that she definitely played with Sarah Liam and Jack.
Guys, do you want to explain to me who this is?
Again, I ask why we're here. You're not the first demon human we've seen.
I sort of underhandedly tricked you into coming here by telling people to come and meet me because I kind of want to kill you to get you out of the way.
That's not nice.
Cool. Can we get to the fight now?
Can I quick draw and shoot her in the head?
No chit chat first.
I'm gonna walk over,
I'm
grab some
bored.
coffee, and take a sip, and say, "It's like it's a shame. We shouldn't do this. You're cute." And then quick draw and shoot her in the head.
Yeah. Okay. So is this beginning of battle?
Does any, just like kind of a brief time out here, does anybody in the group here think that she has some information that would be helpful before we proceed with ass kicking?
Can Can I influence her to give me information?
You can roll an insight check.
Look
Like-
on that one if she's a
Is that a
demon.
thing?
It's like I have influence skill, and it's been so long I can't remember what exactly influence did.
That would be a good roll, sure. Is it influence and willpower? No.
Is it like intelligence and influence, or intelligence and crime? If you want to do like a research check.
Yeah, it's one of these.
Yeah, there's nothing here like an insight check that I see that's kind of like out of D&D. You have like an investigation or a research.
Yeah, it was like oh, jeez.
Hold on a
I was
second.
just like paying attention to my part of the character sheet that I hadn't done in a while. I was like,
Yeah, I would say do like intelligence and influence.
can I just convince her, like, hey, if you're gonna kill us anyway, how about giving us some
Why
info?
not? Why not? Why not
Whatever it
just
was.
reveal the story like every other Bond villain?
Yeah, can I influence her to monologue at us?
You could try.
Okay. So what happens if
Influence.
that's no good. I rolled a 1. So that's what? Plus influence, plus intelligence. That makes it not even 1 success level. I suck. Cool.
Can I
Thanks,
can I
Juan.
try?
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so not much
Yeah.
better.
Catch
I didn't even
her.
get 1.
So
Catch
I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 5, 13. I
I also
got
shouldn't be trying to talk anybody into anything.
I got 3 success levels trying to
3?
influence her.
Trigger monologue.
That's all I'm
Trigger monologue.
and I'm walking around to the right and I grab some coffee to draw her attention away from. So I'm isolating myself from the rest of the group.
Okay.
to
Trigger
draw attention.
diabolic plan.
And what
So
do you ask?
just influence with 3 success levels.
So what do you want to know? Are you just trying to get her to talk?
Never
What is
was.
the airspeed velocity of an unladen African swallow?
So she would say,
43 beats per second.
well, she did kind of bond with you a little bit, Jack.
Yeah.
At the hospital earlier.
Oh yeah, I saved her life, or well, thought I did.
Yeah. She said, sorry, but I had to gather intel somehow.
What is the end game here? What are you trying to do?
After killing us and all.
Well, I mean, it's like killing us is a part of the whatever, but is that just it? Do you just want to kill everyone, or is there something bigger at play?
She says, well, for fuck's sake, this place is such a fucking drag. You actually want to live in this hellhole of a city?
I really
Dimension?
like the subterranean bar. That was a pretty good place to drink.
All our stuff is here.
So is the alley behind it.
She says, once it's gone, I can finally go home.
Was there a way we could send you home and not get evaporated into nothingness?
Like I asked before, do you just happen to have a interdimensional portal at the ready that I can use?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't share it with you.
But
While she's
Shut the fuck
distracted,
up.
I'm going to try to sneak a hand under and touch whatever's under the silk.
Oh, what's under the
Right.
silk?
Box.
Oh.
Box. I was like, oh,
Oh, it's going to go like that then, is it?
that seems a little Me Too, but okay.
Mm. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna roll a successful perception roll. I see what Sorsha's doing, and I'm trying to continue to keep. I'm gonna put the gun down, sit down, and have the coffee. It's like, sit down. Let's talk about this. What if we can find a way to
Let's do
open
it
that
to
inner?
roll.
Sorsha is really, really smart. She can figure this shit out fast.
There it is. Okay. So, okay, so I'm sorry, what were you asking?
I'm just trying to slip
Oh,
a
I know,
hand
I know.
under-
I was talking to Jack. I know. I got what you're trying to do. How are you distracting her?
I'm trying to get her to talk about if there's a way, if we could figure out how to make this interdimensional portal or find something that could do that, if there's a way that we could stop this and she can go home and we cannot all die.
At this point, I'm going to have to say that it's kind of a moot point because I've already set things in motion. Shit's going to go down. Why else would I hire the fucking death drones to kill you all?
Quick draw shooter in the head.
I hope you didn't pay too much for that.
So, as Saoirse is doing her stealth bit,
You put it on your Home Depot card, right?
so there isn't really a stealth roll.
Oh, there's gotta be.
There's like a skill. Okay, there's like a generic skill roll she could do. That is a D10 plus. Okay, so Saoirse, you can give me a D10 roll plus an attribute and a skill that you think would be appropriate to stealthing.
Okay.
Like
Dexterity and
sleight
crime
of
is used-
hand.
Dexterity and crime is used for things like moving stealthily, lifting someone's wallet, picking locks.
So,
So like crime and dex,
Crime. So like crime and
dex.
Crime and dex.
yeah.
crime and dex.
Victims resist with their brain score or
Because Jack's
perception.
got her kind of worked up right now.
Yeah. Can I just reverse engineer my notice so that he doesn't notice because I know what's noticeable?
You notice all the noticeable noticing things?
Yeah.
You cover your eyes, she
hell?
can't see you.
Because
So yeah, she is appropriately not looking in your direction right now.
Okay. Well, I don't have any
Really?
crime, so it's just gonna be 3.
3 success levels?
No, that's all I can add unless I can use it.
So dexterity
Drama points?
and so if you don't have any crime, maybe acrobatics.
I was going to say acrobatics would be.
That's kind of like a dex thing, kind of. If you think about it.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Okay. Shit.
Need drama points?
Maybe influence.
Don't have that.
Okay.
You can give yourself to like, I don't know, 10 to your roll with drama point or whatever that is.
Okay. So I would say then. So what's your notice value?
Notice is 4.
4. Okay. Have that.
Okay. So, only 2 successes.
2 successes. Like I said, since she is sufficiently worked up right now. I mean, you just got her to tell you about the death drones.
hmm
I would say that you managed to sneak a peek.
Okay. So I guess depending on what it is, intelligence and occultism or I forget what it was to use my spooky site.
Oh, I do have that written down.
Doody, 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 doody.
Oh, that's teleportation. So that would probably be.
You could just teleport the box into your hand.
I can teleport us, but
Yeah,
not
that's for teleporting people.
Teleport
Think we
into
could-
the box.
We could trick her into like teleporting, setting up a teleport. It's like, okay, we're going to send you home, and just teleport her into the middle of Lake Michigan.
We're back to some tea.
Days later, she shows up drenched and pissed off.
Yeah, but does it
Not
take
a
it
really-
longer than 22 hours to get back to us? That's what matters.
Depends on how well she swims.
Okay, well, let's just right now let's just deal with
That
what,
could be
what
really
you're
long.
seeing, okay? So we'll just deal with what you see underneath it.
Okay.
Okay, so you pull the silk back to reveal the severed head of Justin Chamberlain.
Okay.
There's a spike mounted to a small platter that has been shoved up his neck hole to hold it in place above the platter, which has been catching the thick, drying blood that's been slowly dripping into it.
Time
So-
out. Who's Justin Chamberlain?
That was Zach's character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, thief.
You found his axe in the wall in the other room, which you
Bud now wields.
have taken.
So we don't
So
have magic
through the
weapons.
telepathic link, this is just a severed head. It's not useful.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
So
Wow.
she does notice that you have taken the peak, right? She's like,
I
yeah,
say
I did.
combat.
I did manage to take out a couple of your old recruits, but you know, they will not be lonely for long.
Who's she talking to when she says that?
She's just basically saying it to everybody. She kind of noticed out of the corner of her eye that Saoirse was taking a peek under the curtain.
So she didn't turn to face Saoirse?
No, she just kind of like turned and
As soon as
Kinda
her
like-
head turns, I
yeah.
roll for initiative.
okay.
Hmm.
Is everybody going to
Magical-
fight, or are you guys still trying to push?
I mean, I do want to try out this new magical axe.
I have a limited use teleportation skill. I could just get us out of here and leave her pissed off and us with more time to deal with important shit.
I mean, I would say that's a good fallback plan.
All right, well, let's get her then.
I have to like put Jack in a baby Bjorn and you in one arm and Liam in the other arm, and then doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and we're out of here.
All right, rolling. 4,
Rolling.
17. 5 success levels. For
10
initiative.
plus Dex plus 5. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on a second. So she is.
That is right. Okay. Like I have 15 before I even roll
Bring
it.
up her stats real quick.
19 for my initiative, yeah.
And I know we don't have everything on the map, but I am hoping that I am now at a 90-degree angle from where everyone else is.
Yeah, I'll draw it in a sec.
Thank our gun-toting people for not being on like opposite sides of the enemy while shooting right across at each other.
No, that's why I was. That's why I know. I've been playing a lot of first-person shooters with friendly fire,
Ooh.
so I have developed an innate
Okay.
Braver
Conscience
man
of-
than I am.
trying to not kill teammates. Oh, someone pull up the how we resolve full auto.
Okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
what is that? Oh, that is a 9. Okay.
Let's see if I can find that again.
Okay. So. Okay, so what did everybody get?
19.
17.
Okay, like let's go from like 25 to 20. Nobody? Okay, so 20 to 15. You got 19?
Yo.
I had 17.
19 here.
19.
219.
I rolled poorly.
Who's got the higher dex?
I got a 7.
Liam.
I have 5.
Liam? Okay.
Would be 7 if I was in werewolf form.
Okay, so who had 17? Jack?
Jack.
Okay. Anything Who's next? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
8.
8. Okay. And Charisse gets
2.
Woo! Natural 10.
Jeez.
So
Bring
she's
the noise.
He's actually going to get into combat.
14. Dex of 4 Dex. Okay, so
Do I get a bonus for initiating combat?
no.
Oh, okay.
She's going to be quick to be a wallflower.
Ow.
And Saoirse, you had 8.
Mm-hmm.
So Liam is up first. I will draw the room out.
I was
Bud's first. He had the higher dex.
Oh, Bud has the higher dex? I thought Liam did.
yep.
I guess I might.
We're tied.
I would tie
We're
if I
tied
were
if
in
he's in
werewolf,
werewolf mode. Yeah.
but I'm not. I haven't wolfed out in a while. Like a moon and all.
Wolf out. Do what you do.
He can't yet.
Somebody get the dog whistle.
Give me a full moon.
I haven't watched Teen Wolf in such a long time, but that scene just
Yeah, that.
sticks in. So, Chris, I don't know if you heard that, but Bud goes first, not Liam.
Okay.
I am trying to remember what is it that you get more attacks for, but you lose points off of?
Oh,
I thought it was over a certain number.
Yeah, additional actions. A dex of 5 or 6, you get 1 additional action.
And at 7 or 8, you can get 2.
Yep.
If I remember right.
Yeah,
So-
there's no
But you
No
lose
penalty.
what is it?
no penalty on the first additional action, but there's a -2 on the second additional action. So with your dex of 7, yeah, you can take 2 additional actions and you're fine until you get to your third action.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm gonna start with my new axe. Nothing like a big old piece of axe to start the night off right.
If you're looking at the Angel book, the auto fire or multiple shots are on 128. The additional actions are on 126.
Let's try 126.
Okay, so
Ooh, treats. Ooh, wrong
she
button.
is standing right here. Okay, let me activate Das Battlecam.
Ooh, yeah, das Battlecam, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, Lincolnberry pancakes.
Totally different country, man.
No,
That's the Nordic, not the Germans.
well, I know. No, that Big
Were you
Lebowski.
overserved again, sir?
Big
Oh,
Lebowski.
the nihilists? The nihilists?
No, these men are cowards, Donnie. You have nothing to fear. Leaving nothing, Lebowski.
Okay, so
Nothing.
here. That makes Saoirse.
I love that.
That makes Saoirse really because that's where the tray was. Jack, where do you want to be?
Hold on a second. All right, so there's the who's who.
Okay, so this is Kate, Uth. This is Saoirse.
Where's everyone else? I had imagined myself moving around to the right of the desk.
So you'd be like around here.
something like that, but trying to keep myself at a 90 degrees so that if I'm going to be pulling, go to the corner to the opposite, right there, somewhere there, so that when I start shooting,
I was going to say, aren't there mad monitors that you said were like hulking tree arms?
Yeah, that's why I kind of drew this like thing right here. So they're all around the back side of the desk.
Okay, then
So,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you might not be able to see her from where that is.
So go.
I was going to say, and she's
in line with the
been
word
talking
desk.
to us through that.
Like here.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
Okay.
What am I?
Okay, Liam, where do you want to be? So let me put a mark to show. Okay, so I'll put a mark where you can't see. So that means that you can't see through that.
Okay. Let's see. I tapped at the keyword earlier. Given Saoirse, try to do some sleight of hand there. I guess what I would have been would be 2 squares to the right of Saoirse.
There?
Yeah, there.
Okay, and what order do you want to be?
Quick question for you. When it's taking multiple actions, do I take all 3 at the same time, or can I take one or do I take one and then it goes through everybody and then I get a second?
If you want to hold action, you can do it like that.
Extra actions may be taken as attacks or defenses.
I mean, to be honest with you, I was going to take down the monitors. So.
Okay, so where do you want to be?
Yeah, put me right in the middle of the desk.
There?
Yep. Right up next to it. Figure she can probably see me over the monitors. I mean, I'm still 6'6".
Okay, so what's up first?
I'm going to swing that big ass axe into the tree of monitors, wherever the base of it is, to take it down, with an attempt to drop it on the desk itself.
Okay, so roll me an attack.
Okay, so getting medieval and strength.
Yes.
Is that right? Ooh. Four success levels.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hit.
I was gonna say, and I don't know what the magical axe's numbers are, so.
So I think I have it on Zach's old sheet. I'd have to bring it up, but for right now, we'll just use. I mean, this isn't a person. This isn't a creature. So just give me what is it? 5 times your strength.
25.
Okay. So yeah, you basically. So where exactly are you trying to hit? What part of it?
So, the idea is to slice underneath it, so the whole, because it's obviously coming from one main.
Yeah, there's like one central post, and it's like branching off into other ones.
And
So
it's that central post that I'm looking to
Okay.
basically slice it so it'll collapse forward towards her.
Okay, so yeah, you basically slice right through it, and it leans forward, and it collapses right down on top of the desk. So
Okay.
now that is not there anymore.
Don't need to wipe it off. We know it's not there.
Ignore the red line.
I'm not going to use my finger. I'm not a savage.
But you are.
Depends on where you put your finger afterwards.
Ew.
When you sleep, where do your fingers go? What do your fingers know? All right.
So I got two
Okay.
more actions, right?
Is that from your higher decks?
Yes.
I get two more
Yeah, you
actions.
get 2 more actions.
Is the axe large enough in which I could reach that pretty little skull of hers?
The axe is probably, well, it's sort of like a barbarian's axe, but it's not 2-sided. It's just 1-sided. So I would say the post of it is probably a good, I don't know, 6 feet long.
Okay, so it
How big
stands
are those
almost as tall as me. And how big is the square?
Each square is, what is that, 3 feet, I think?
Okay.
That's a huge freaking desk.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be
So, with my reach, I could probably make it over the desk.
I want you to,
Well,
but I don't think you can.
They say your arms out at your side, with the exception of like some professional sports players, are as wide as you are tall. So if that's the case, then I got about 36 inches plus a 6-foot axe. So that's 9 feet to get across 6.
I think you would reach the far end of the desk. I don't think you'd hit her in the next box over, because you're 9 feet away. There's 9 feet between you.
Yeah, you're not really right.
All right. So what if I were to use the axe to slide the monitors towards her and then basically get up on top of the desk?
you want to jump up on top of the desk?
At this point in time, I have I'm pretty fast moving for the size of me.
So
Something like I could do a football field in 4 seconds or something like that. Some ridiculous thing.
Okay, so what is your strength?
5.
You can,
Acrobatic 2.
if you want to do a high jump with that strength, you could jump high at least 4 feet, and you could jump 5 yards long jump.
That's a long jump is a running long. That's
Yeah, I would say that's a
full
running
speed.
thing.
Yeah. You're not staying in place 45 yards.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is from a standing still. I can jump 5 yards. Yeah, that's like superhero shit.
Iron Man
let's
can't.
see here. Well, let's get creative here then, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, how tall is the desk? You
The
know what?
desk
I'm gonna push.
is-
I'm gonna use the axe to
How
push the
tall is this?
monitors off.
This is like a good 3 feet off the ground.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna. However this works, and I'm trying to get it figured out because obviously, if I jump, I have to worry about actually landing on the monitors and busting my ass. So slide the monitor tree towards her with the axe, and then if I can, I can do 4 feet up. So that's clearing it by 12 inches, and then as I land, swing the axe. I feel like between kung fu, acrobatics, dex, strength, there's a way to make this happen. I'm just not sure exactly what that is.
Okay, so I would say it would take an action for you to push the monitors, and then the other action would be to do the leap.
Okay. All right.
Or you could just leap on and then roll an acrobatics save to make sure that you don't slip, and then you could still attack.
Yeah, there's also that.
I'll go with noise idea.
Of course, if you fail the acrobatics, then you do end up jumping and slipping off, and it's like fail army video stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, let me video this,
Someone get their cameras out.
which could
You know
be
what?
hilarious. It would be
Never
great
mind.
for writing when Chris
Never
writes
mind.
the story.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna knock the monitors into her and then get on top of the desk.
Okay, so you put the axe at the base of the monitor tree and give it a good old shove. What is her dex? Dex of 5. So that doesn't really count as like an attack?
No, but I think she should have to like deal with it somehow.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to see if she would be able to move out of the way of it.
It is the width of the desk too, so
yeah,
it's a good.
So
but with the dex of 5,
I would say that would be like a knockdown attempt.
Yeah, that
that's
sounds about right.
Okay, so the maneuver result or blow that inflicts damage is greater than the target's strength times 3. So give me a strength. Tossed item. Oh, there's a tossed item chart. Oh, that's not. You're not pushing it, picking it up and throwing it. You're just tossing. You're just pushing it. Okay, shit.
I mean, it could be like a thrown item with a -2. Not really trying to hit, but you are kind of.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely trying to hit her with it, but
kick something close up and roll with it.
Okay. Range attack pistols.
let's say bash damage.
Aggression, burst, reaction. Okay, so yeah, give me a strength plus.
Okay, it says
like a strength
any
plus your
bash
kung fu.
attack. Okay,
Sports.
strength and kung fu. Oh. 3 success levels.
3? Okay, so a
I
4.
thought it was a 9, not a 6.
To dodge. Something like that. So she is facing it. She would see it coming. Dexterity and acrobatics. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry. I'm looking at the one you created and not my updated strength. Sorry. So 6 plus strength and kung fu.
Mm-hmm.
5 success level.
5? Okay. Dodge is
Strong like bull.
dex and count.
This is
I
your
will
second
break
action,
you.
though. So minus
So
whatever.
22.
No, minus after the third action.
That was
2 plus 3, 25.
sorry.
Ooh. Okay. She rolled a mind-boggling.
That would be true.
So it's she jumps, it slides underneath her.
So basically, you put the axe, the top of the axe at the base of the monitors, and you give it like a shove, like you're playing shuffleboard. And since she was basically facing you to begin with, she sees it coming, and she performs some kind of weird, like, flip, and she inverts in midair and just lands on top of the desk.
All right, bitches. I got one more move. Thank you for getting closer.
So now she is standing right in front of you.
Time to give you added cleavage, baby.
So now your
And as
third
she does
action.
that, when she lands, she kind of like lands in sort of like a superhero pose. It's like a,
Of course she does.
you know, and she reaches out. Yeah, she does that and places her hand on the side of your face. Says, "I find you very fascinating, Mr. Draymond."
Cleave the bitch.
And that is Bud's, or that's Liam's turn now.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I got my third one.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
The third one I take -2 off of though.
It should be.
it is -4. The wording on the table threw me off, so I need to correct what I said earlier.
So it's -2 then -4.
Yeah, second.
Well,
action
even
is
so,
-2.
she dodged no matter what. So
Yeah. She beat him no matter what on that one.
All right, so getting medieval and strength.
Yes. And Liam, your blessed weapon. Which one is it again?
The blessed sword. I think it was something like a large sword.
Okay, and what does the damage on that do?
Base damage, I think, is 35.
Yeah, you got the big sword. I got the one-handed as a base damage 20.
Yeah,
So yeah, like
updated my notes.
an axe is 5 times your strength.
Jeez.
Yeah, but
So,
don't get your hopes up, man. You're at -4. It's your third action.
yeah.
I mean, I want
So
you to
that would make
connect.
it. So that's 45 damage. Excellent.
Okay, so what was the
Uh,
well, you have to don't forget you have to roll for the AC to make sure that you actually connect.
right. The armor. So my armor is what?
Well, no, you're trying to beat my AC.
Okay.
So
And it's a roll of strength plus getting medieval.
for the attack itself is yes.
Is it strength or dexterity?
No, that's dexterity is your
Strength. If you're, I thought it was strength.
that's for initiative.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
because it's a
to hit-
melee
I
weapon.
thought-
So
I know, but I thought it was still dex to hit with any type of weapon. And then
Okay, so hang on. So you're going for a melee weapon.
I could be wrong.
That is dexterity plus getting medieval. Sorry. Yes, you're right, Noy.
okay.
To hit is dex, and then strength
So-
is the damage.
Yes. Dexterity
It's
plus
dex-
your getting medieval.
Getting medieval -4.
Yes.
Two success levels.
2. You did not connect. She has a very high AC.
I'm sure she does.
She is quite nimble, don't forget, so she can bob and weave and all that shit.
Nice. How's that? Fuck yeah.
So you take an upward swing at her as she reaches out, and she basically just moves out of the way, just like a serpent almost, kind of like just weaves out of the way. She is
So
very
cute.
serpentine to begin with, so she is a scaly lass.
Mhm.
Okay.
I thought,
So-
I thought she had swapped back to human form.
She is, but she's still naturally a lizard lady.
She look like Axl Rose dancing when she does that.
Yeah. She could be in Step Up for all you know. Okay, so that's Liam's turn now.
Okay. Well, lost the battle cam heads up if that was unintentional.
Oh, it disappeared. Oh, I must have hit the. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Did you guys remember these things?
No.
Oh my god!
Right?
Yes,
These were like before. No, they were still around during like
So let me.
the popping candy. But this turned into like
So this is
an Alka-Seltzer in your mouth that was flavored.
This is.
I remember eating them and then not feeling well afterwards.
Ate too many of them.
Bud.
Like good old chocolates.
This is Saoirse.
It's good to have the roommates.
This is Charisse. This is Liam.
Not to put her on a pedestal or anything.
For those
Okay,
in
so
Chicago,
Liam,
is
you are-
Mayfest this?
White-haired fellow right here.
Yep, got it. Oh, she wants to hop up on the desk, then. I guess-
Yeah, when she.
I mean, it does make it easier.
But don't forget,
You're
she's
welcome.
incredibly hard to hit.
Maybe just melee weapons for this one, guys. Just saying.
Yeah, at this point, I am glad I. I haven't declared an action.
Bet you're happy you took that axe when you did.
Okay.
We have X.
And my axe.
Arrgh.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some overhead slashes.
You see, I even dressed for the occasion. Urban Commando pants, right?
I'm in sweatpants because I'm a fat fuck.
And camo hat.
You're so well camouflaged. I can't even
And-
see you.
Alcoholic food, yeah, except for the big bear belly, literally.
All right.
All right, take it easy there, Lando.
I'm guessing I need to like scooch closer to be able to hit her, even with my big ass sword.
Okay.
That's a technical term.
So you talking up here?
Yeah, I think if one square gets me close enough to be be trying to bring the sword down at
I
her.
think that's close enough for a stab or a.
Yeah, for like if you want to do like a lunging type of stab, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically overhead and
I was gonna say, I thought you had like basically the same dex as me. We're
My
pretty
dex
close to it, a 5.
yeah, my dex is 5. Strength is 6.
I don't think it'd be a whole action to get to poking distance.
Okay, so you're going to roll an attack?
Yeah, we're gonna try to bring the sword of Damocles down on her.
Okay.
Nice reference.
Cool.
So for this, we're going by number, not by success for the AC.
Oh wait.
Like what
Oh,
you
yeah.
roll, like what you end up rolling.
Oh, okay. You don't want to actually get into the math, just what I rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
You rolled a 4?
I rolled a 4. But if you let me get the plus dex, that make plus 5, 9. Plus getting medieval, 12. Yeah, that'll only be 2 success levels anyway.
Okay, so yeah, that's between 11 and 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do not hit.
No hitty. Yep, no hitty.
No hitting here, but maybe the desk has a new gouge.
So you do like a vertical or horizontal type of swing at her, or are you going to try to stab?
I was trying to go vertical.
Overhead? Okay.
Yeah, overhead.
So same basic thing that happened when Bud attacked. She basically just kind of like weaves out of the way, like she sees it coming and just goes swiping right past her. Hits the desk. The desk is a very heavy metal, so your hand vibrates when it connects.
I'm glad. I didn't even realize that it was metal. I was so gonna like try to get big balls and chop the desk in half. I'm glad I decided not to do that.
Okay, so did you have another action or no?
Did my little bit of movement count as an action?
Okay, so that's your 2 then? Okay.
Yeah, I only have 2.
Okay, then. That is it for you. Where did my
Wait, the movement counted as an action? I thought he was only like 6 feet away.
Well, yeah, if he wants to move, that's considered an action. There's an action, and then there's the combat. Okay, so next up is Jack.
How heavy is the desk?
It's pretty large, and it's solid metal, and it's basically bolted to the floor.
Okay. Then I'm going to jump up on the desk to close the distance, and I'm going to hit her with the sword.
Hey, you want to give me an acrobatics roll?
Who said no?
Oh, sorry. No, that was on my end. Sorry about that.
9 plus 7, 16. Very good. 4 success levels.
Okay, yeah, you definitely did that. Okay, so you go.
Lock the door, son.
So you can stand. You can have a space in between, or do you want to be like right up on her?
What's starting off the box open?
I think since it's a one-handed sword, probably right on her to be
Okay. So
realistic.
do your little flip. What is your strength?
6.
Oh my god. Well, I just got home.
It's like a 5 foot jump. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
So now -2 attack.
Sorry, I don't know how to.
Attack.
I don't know how to mute these headphones.
What
My
is it?
bad.
Medieval and Dex.
Yeah, medieval dex in your roll.
15.
You did not hit.
Yeah, we got to get like 25 just to hit the bitch.
I don't think I got that.
Wink.
I don't know if anybody's gonna get it.
Well, don't forget, you also have the
Sorceress
good
set
old
the
drama
bitch on
points
fire.
to use.
Yeah, I know. Just wanted to see.
Well, but
This that paint you got to see first. You're not really.
Yep. Okay, so now it's Kate's
but
turn.
you said her AC was 25.
No, it's close. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but you're close.
No, I'm just curious. I'm going like,
'Cause
okay, because
if it's like over 20, then
I was
there's
thinking.
0 chance to hit her outside of using drama points.
Yeah, she is. If we're going by like D&D rules, because she is so slight and nimble, she's extremely hard to hit.
Because I know, like, I think, how did we figure out what our armors were?
Okay, so your AC is your Dex plus your
Armor
armor bonus.
plus natural toughness if
Dex-
you have it.
Or your combat
So
score.
it's
if you
okay.
have that.
So
We were all
Dex
at 11.
plus,
We were all pretty much at 11.
I don't
Unless you
know
had a
about
super
that.
high dex.
I thought it was. I thought Constitution had something to do with it because of it being armor.
Nope.
But I guess Dex
Constitution
makes
is-
more sense because you're moving out of the way.
Well, I think that's
Yep.
part of your armor bonus, isn't it?
Not Constitution.
Not Constitution? Okay.
It's literally armor is just so whatever you're wearing plus your dex plus.
Yeah, and you
natural
guys aren't really
toughness
wearing
are-
armor. I mean, I think Bud's
Leather
wearing
jackets.
like a flak jacket.
Yeah.
And I've got a leather jacket. I think
Yeah.
Liam's
so-
got a leather jacket.
If you guys were motorcycling, you'd be
Well,
okay.
You said it. You said Dex put right. Dex plus the armor bonus. Got it. Okay, so I'm at 15. All right.
And if you have natural toughness as a quality, that will add something as well.
I thought that, but
That's
I thought
usually
that
factored in.
natural toughness just. I thought, yeah, natural toughness is actually added into your Constitution.
Yeah.
It ups your Constitution.
Okay. So it's Kate's turn.
No. That's not right. Natural toughness adds, I think, a +2 to your armor.
Okay.
I'm looking it up now.
Well, yeah, but that stuff's already factored into everything you guys have. I mean, we've already
Well-
worked all that out. Yeah.
I mean, I have it on my sheet, but I wasn't. It sounds like Bud may not have it on his already.
So Kate's gonna flippity flip and land right in front of Bud.
I thought you. Oh. Wait, I thought I was at the edge of the desk.
Remember, you said you wanted to have the because she was standing on the desk. You were pretty much you had reach with the axe.
Yeah, no, I know. No, that I thought you said. Oh, Kate, right? Yeah, sorry.
No,
My
Kate
bad.
jumped off the desk to be right in front of you.
Okay. I just thought I was at the edge of the desk. That's how I was able to knock down the monitors, push them forward, and then take a swing at her.
So
All right.
she
If-
looks at
if
you.
There's
She
enough
looks at you,
space for her
Brad.
to land in front of me.
So she looks at you and says, "I'm sad that you joined up with this crew after my time. I'm sure we could have had something special. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So she's going to.
I have a perception of 2. I totally miss it.
Okay. Like, eh. Like, did you use words? So she is going to attack Jack since he is the closest person to her. Strangely, she doesn't seem interested in the bud.
I mean,
At least in damaging him.
I smell like yesterday's garbage, so
That could be it. Oh, don't forget she had no nose in her real form. So she's going to attack with. She's going to slash and stab you with the claws.
Who? Bud?
She's going to attack you, no, Jack.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so that is getting medieval.
So she jumped off the desk to turn and attack me on the desk.
She jumped down so she could talk to Bud.
I know.
And she said what she wanted to say. Now she's turned her focus on you.
So make sure she's at least a -2.
A -2.
For extra actions.
That's her extra action.
Oh, okay. I don't think that will be a problem.
Well, maybe
That would be a
jumping
problem.
was one action, talking was another, so this is the third action, so it should be a -4.
Well, considering her dex, I think it's okay.
Well, it's still a -4.
I know, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying as well.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Walking and chewing gum at the same time is
I
dangerous.
got
'cause
you.
You're constantly checking against choking on it.
So is getting medieval and
checking on joking.
dexterity. That is a claw maneuver. That's melee. It's just weird that everything has a different type of roll to it. Grab groin shot, gunshot, headbutt, aiming, post shot. No.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my sheet, and
that's melee.
it
Dex,
says +8 armor for natural toughness and flak jacket. So
combat score 17 dex, so that's Jesus. Yeah, this okay. 22 plus 9.
so she takes his nose off.
31 minus 4, so 27. No, 28 to hit. So
I have an AC of 11.
okay, well,
It
yeah,
goes
she
to
hits.
11.
Yeah, she hits.
But it goes to this goes to 11. All right.
Cool,
That
man.
is a damage of 33.
Wow. Does my armor absorb any
So
of that?
she basically speaks to Bud, kind of pseudo flirting, and then just immediately, like in like a flash, it's like she basically says what she needs to say to Bud, like smiles at him a little bit, and immediately her head just snaps to the side and she slashes at you before you even have a chance to react.
All right.
She's not very nice. I don't like her.
Why is that not? Oh, number one. Hold on a second. There we go.
You know,
Okay.
you'd have more friends if you weren't so murderous.
I mean,
What
that's a
did
solid
she
statement.
slash me with?
Her claws.
She's human,
Yes, but she's also a demon.
but so it's like fingernails.
Yes.
It's like the lady at the DMV, but they're like fingernails. They're human. They're not.
No, these are like claws.
But the nails are like
Whatever. They're acrylic. Fine.
They're not.
Whatever.
they're not. They're probably closer to bone.
Yeah, but Feral Wolverine was like crap. He couldn't do any damage.
She didn't snicked.
Okay, fine. I took it. I got it. It's
okay.
on my sheet.
So that's Kate's turn. Next up is Charisse. And Charisse is like, yo, fuck this bitch. So Charisse is quite acrobatic, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she does have a great acrobatic skill. Okay, so she's going to take a running leap on top of the desk.
Super possible too.
So she's going to run here, do a leap.
It also comes with atomic breath piece. I'll be right back.
Since she's doing a running leap and she has a strength of 7. Shit. It says she gets like 8 yards. That's a crock. Anyway, she's going to land right here, right next to Kate. And she's going to take a swipe at her, but that takes her to -2. So that is medieval. And that's with her sword.
He looks like he has a flute. My birthday gift.
It's cool.
Can't believe how long he posted.
The man is a big fan of Godzilla.
Yes, I am.
That's a melee
His
weapon.
birthday, so we got a bunch of.
Medieval.
I was like Mothra.
So again, medieval's 5.
He's a fan of Mothra.
So 9. Ooh,
I just,
17.
Are you able
She
to
still
fly?
did not connect. She rolled a 17, but she still did not connect.
Wow.
So yeah, she tried to swipe at her head, and she basically just like rolled her head underneath the blade.
Okay.
And that is
All right,
Charisse's-
so starting over again, right?
Nope, we still got
no,
Saoirse.
she's gotta do something. Set her on fire for
wow.
the love
My
of
bad.
God.
Does
Do
she
it. Come on, do it.
have the same chance to dodge spells as she does everything else?
Say what?
Does she have the same chance to dodge spells as she does everything else?
Well, she's not inherently magical.
Because
So-
there's no way I can get that high without drama points.
Can she like study her and find weaknesses or something like that?
Do you touch her?
That's I think I need drama points to melee her myself.
Same. I've got 9 drama points. I'm gonna spend them all.
I
Because
got
she
lots
just
of drama
fucking
points.
took me down to half.
Let's see. I am in the corner.
You are the one with the flaming hand. So yeah, your back is right. Yeah, you're right here.
Okay.
Give her the hand of hemorrhoids. Judo plug the hole.
Okay. Can I hit her with a spell without hitting
Natural.
whoever's in the way?
Just hit her.
Natural that tail looks like.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, Charisse is like right in your line of sight. Like she's like directly in front of you. You could sidestep and then you'd be okay.
Can I though? I only have the one action.
Can't you call like lightning down from the
Interesting.
ceiling?
No.
You can try to lob something over.
With that head stage monster is because every single line that you see is more plausible on that one.
Yeah, I would say from where you're standing at right now, you hit
That might be
Charisse.
your favorite one.
I'll show you my Jason after you're done with this.
Just do the reach around and shoot from your fingertip.
I guess I will move to 2 squares behind Liam, like diagonally. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, this is Liam. So
yeah.
here. Okay, so then, but yeah, she would be. Yeah, line of sight would be good right there.
That's all I can do.
Okay, so that's good right there. Depending, she doesn't move. Okay, so restart. Back with Bud.
Wise.
Sorry, I was muted.
Thank you. Damn. I'm like, we're all old
I was
enough for
doing
that one.
Cosby Show. Bud.
So I'm going to swing big sharp thing at her
Okay.
3 times.
Okay.
Okay. So actually get my, and that was Dex and getting medieval.
Bud's life goal is to become a Cuisinart.
Fuck yeah. Excellent. 5 success levels
So what did
for
you
the
roll?
first one.
Like the number value.
I rolled.
20.
It was
20. Say 20.
no. It was 9. No,
No,
it
no,
was no. It was
Total roll.
8. Total roll is 18.
18. You did not hit.
Spend a drama point. Swing again.
I'm gonna spend 2 drama points
Oh shit.
on the next 2 swings.
Okay.
I got 22 of these motherfuckers. It's time to roll out, baby.
Yeah, what was it? Heroic.
Okay, so for drama points, you could do a heroic feat, which gives you a +10 to a roll.
Yeah, that one.
You could
For
use
1 point?
So here's what it says you could do with drama points right now. It says you could do a heroic feat, which gives you +10 to a roll. You could heal half of your damage taken. You could gain a plot twist. You could do Righteous Fury, which is +5 to an attack action, but it costs 2 drama points. And Back from the Dead is a resurrection. The cost varies depending on what I choose to do.
Try not to die.
So I don't need to come back from the dead, and I haven't taken any damage.
So you could do the Righteous Fury, which is +5
Oh.
to attack, but it costs you 2 drama. Or you could do the Heroic Feat, which would add a +10 to whatever you roll.
Do the heroic feat. That way, only spend 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one of those on each of them.
Yeah, the thing about
Let me
Righteous
just
Fury,
knock
it's
off.
like +5 on every roll for the rest of the combat, but you need to have like a narrative reason.
Yeah, it
why
would
you're
cost you
like
2 drama
angry.
points to do that.
Yeah, you need to have a narrative reason
well,
why
if I
you're
need
like.
a narrative reason. I'll be like, I hate it that she's flirting with me.
Yeah, no.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you
that
just
that's
wanna
gonna
have
work
it's like-
so well.
Jacket would be. It's like, I
So,
saved you and you're killing me.
Yeah, I mean, you might have a reason.
I always have a reason.
All
I
right,
have alcohol.
so let's go the first roll, which is going to be -2, which basically negates my getting medieval.
But +10.
10 plus my dex makes it 17 plus whatever I roll. 9!
This doesn't hit her, we're
So
screwed.
26.
That connects.
Yay.
That axe does a lot of fucking damage.
Yes, it does. I have axe for you. 7. So 14. No, it's 7, 7. So 14. Wait, how? I'm not adding this right.
What do you-
That's
what are you doing?
7,
The axe,
7
it's
is
5 times your
14
strength.
plus 15, 16,
Slash and stab.
16, 26 again.
26?
But hold on, 26 minus 4 because it's my third action. So 22.
22 does not hit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Eat my drama point.
But you still got to do
All right,
the
well, at
damage.
least the first one landed.
So what's the
Oh,
damage
wait,
on
wait. 22 is my AC, so
That hits.
I think that hits.
That would hit.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I hope
So-
you got the lots of points, baby girl. Because that's 90 points of damage
90 points.
Well, that's
Yeah.
45 base damage,
each.
Yeah,
but
it's,
since
Wait,
it has
it's a
armor.
slashing, it doubles it, right? For
If she has any armor, it's like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
like the base damage minus any armor, and then you double it.
I'm sure that scaly skin
I
takes
have
a little bit of that.
natural armor. And resistance to pain.
You got 22 freaking drama points and you haven't been using them?
So that's
I think
90
through
points.
all of this,
I believe in conservative drama.
I get it. Sorry, say it again, Chris.
Was that 90 points you said?
Yes, sir.
Well, in base damage alone.
Okay.
What minus?
What
so
what else? I mean, it was 5 times my
so it's
my strength.
Strength.
So that's 45 each time.
base damage. So 45 minus whatever armor she had times 2.
Yeah, my armor is 5.
So
So 45.
40.
So 40 times 2. So 80.
She took 80
160.
damage.
Huh?
80 damage.
80 damage?
Well, what's
Yeah.
the times 2?
Because it's a slicing, dicing, stabby weapon.
Yeah, slashing is a ×2 in the math.
Wait. So hold on, because what you're saying is that it's the base minus her 5 times 2
Yes.
per shot.
Yes.
So that's 160 damage.
That doesn't
No.
sound quite right.
45 minus 5 is 40 times 2 is 80.
Oh,
And if that's per shot,
yeah, that's right. That's order of operations. You know, those stupid math things. I keep failing.
it's like a bug splat there. I kind of feel like it's worth the drama points, but Chris is like, the fuck?
No, I'm just.
I didn't realize that there was additional times 2.
Yeah, I remember that from last time, which is why I opted for the sword instead of a gun. Because it's just.
So it says
I
for
can do a
slash and stab, it's apply the armor, slash success level, slash other modifier, double result.
Yep.
I'm still like, that seems like a ridiculous amount.
We were talking about this before. I'm pretty sure the game was not just really catered to the power scaling that we were reaching here.
I mean,
This is kind of like the way that I played Rollmaster back in the day, and all of a sudden, you know, our characters could literally take on Sauron and beat him.
Well, I'm going to say right now your characters are probably like in D&D lore language, probably like level 14, 15 right now.
I'd give it that.
I mean,
Maybe a little more. Well, they're a little more.
how much does it hurt?
I'm like a bard. I'm a level
I was going to
16
say
bard.
Bud is essentially like 16 or 17.
Slash stab.
It's a demigod.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it
This
says
is done by
apply-
pointing your sharp objects. Double this
for
damage
slash
after
stab, apply
subtracting
armor,
any
slash
armor.
success level, slash other modifier, and then double the result.
So
That's a
I'll
lot of
let you
damage.
figure out how that lands. Yeah, I mean, totally worth the drama points. Only leaving me with 20 guys, so we got to be careful with how I use it. But
Where's my pad?
Don't use
I
them
only
all.
have
I
$1.5
got-
million left. It's
I got all the drama points because I have a lot of drawbacks that Chris has not yet unfurled upon
Oh,
me.
trust me, it's
Which
coming.
I'm sure after this round he will.
great.
It's coming.
I think
Damn it! You know
It's
what that
coming.
means? We're gonna have to fight you.
Please list all of your weaknesses,
I mean-
including any phobias.
Okay, so how much did you
I'm
say you
just gonna-
took?
Gave
Yeah, how much damage did you do?
160.
160? Okay.
160.
That
Okay,
looks
so
like
the first one you kind of went wide, went right past her. She didn't really even have to move that much to dodge it. But the second one, like you did like a backhand and got her right across the midsection. Kitty,
Yeah, that's Eartha
Kitty
Kitten,
wants to roll.
but kitty roll dice.
Kitty prank cave.
That's a
Kudos on the name.
fantastic name for a cat.
What's the
Huh?
name of? I missed it.
Eartha Kitten.
Yep, Eartha Kitten.
I'm
Get
dead.
another
There's
one.
all sorts of Eartha Kitten
dead.
too.
If you get another one, will it be Julie New Meow?
Well played, sir. So how does that? I mean, plot twist
For what?
that I like just lopped her head off.
No, you didn't kill her.
Oh,
So you slashed her across the midsection. You did a lot of damage, and then when you came back down, you slashed her right across, like down her thigh. And she is bleeding quite a bit, but she is not dead.
That's some predator shit right there.
So that is
I
Bud's.
see 20 hours drop off the timer.
Okay,
Looking
so
forward to my
that
XP
leaves us
at the end of
with
this.
Liam.
I'll say that.
Where's your face?
Yeah. Rearranging. Okay.
roll right-handed.
Well,
I
she's
roll better.
there. Got a lot of.
So many freaking bugs.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of risk to do any horizontal swinging given the
Close
bodies.
quarters.
Close quarters, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we
She
do.
wanted to do the horizontal mattress mambo with me, and I was not having it. I'm telling you guys.
Jack would have been okay with it until he lost half of his blood.
You'd always use a drama point to heal yourself.
Nah, I'm good for now.
Yeah, it takes more damage, and then
I-
you'll have that damage.
I've got a lot of damage.
I start putting fingers in Jack's holes.
Okay, Jack has been.
Gross.
Can we start this conversation with a proctology?
Caught, damn you. Caught, damn you.
Jack's not looking good. This lady.
Just so all of you know, all of the things that
Leaping
you're going through
around.
medically, I've went through a few years ago. Enjoy.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Peanuts, though neither peas nor nuts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This. I think this calls for some angry slashing. Like, why can't I hit you?
Drama point, drama point, drama point.
But
Drama
yeah,
point, drama point.
heroic feat drama point going with this attack to give me any chance of hitting her. Okay. Maybe there's hope with this. Okay, so 14. Okay, so 6 plus that, 14 plus 10, 24. Thank goodness.
24. That does hit.
24. Okay. My Blessed Sword's base damage is 35. What was her armor? Armor took away how much?
Oh, my armor is 5.
Okay, so 30 times 60.
60 points of damage.
See.
Okay.
If she's still standing, I guess.
So you give her another slash that goes like basically like down her shoulder to like right above her breast, I would say. Cuts again. I mean, it's not as deep as the stuff that Bud did, but you gave her a good slash.
A nice mini mastectomy.
Gonna give you a stylish shoulder
Didn't
scar.
quite reach the breast. It's just above it.
And then, assuming nothing else has changed, nobody else has entered the combat or anything. So, yeah, they're just slash. Second attack with the -2. I have to spend it as another drama point because it's the only way for me to get above 20. Okay, so 4 plus 8, 12 plus 10, 22. Yay, made it.
Yep, that lands.
Mark off these 2 drama points. I only had 10. Haven't been using them, but yeah, this is good. This is good time to start using them up. Okay, so yeah, that'd be another 60 damage.
Okay.
Maybe a matching diagonal carving to go with the first.
Okay, so you gave her another slash like across the side. And it's another, not quite as deep as what Bud did, but basically the same as your other one. But yeah, it slashes her right across the side, and she is bleeding again. She's looking a little beat up.
I hope so. After 120 more damage.
Okay. Next up is Jack.
All right. Trauma point. Going with the sword again. So 8 plus 10 for the drone point, 18 plus 8 for me is 26.
Yes.
Okay, that hits.
So base damage. What's base damage on a sword again? I have 20 on my sheet, but that was when my strength was lower.
On a sword, it's 4 times strength.
Yeah,
So 24 is my base damage.
Yeah,
So
4 times
minus
strength,
5.
slash, and stab.
So 19 times 2,
38.
38 is what I just did to her with that hit. And then I have one more action. And I'm going to hold that to parry in case she swings at me again.
Okay. So how much damage did you give to her?
38.
38. Okay. So you give her another slash across the thigh, and she's just like, "The fuck?
Who are you people?
This should not be happening."
Do you know who I am?
Essentially, yeah. It's like you guys are so beneath me. Like you shouldn't be able to hit me because I'm so
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Kind of situation going on right now. Okay, so Jack is holding his second action. Okay, and that's Kate's turn now. And she's gonna go after. Well, she sees you get into a defensive stance, and she's just like, okay, yeah, yeah. So she's going to go after Liam.
Oh no. How I defend?
So what's your AC?
Coy, what am I, chopped liver?
50 million. What is it?
Good Jesus, man. I just want to like poke her and give her a slap and be like, yo.
Okay, right. Okay, so the AC.
Yeah, AC is your Dex plus your armor bonus.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Yeah, I wrote down 11 for that.
11.
Dex plus armor bonus. So Dex is 5. Armor is I have plus 6 for my jacket and natural toughness. So yeah, in the alternate way of AC, yeah, I have 11.
His AC goes to 11. And he's going to spontaneously combust.
Dex.
In danger of being trampled by dwarves.
So I rolled a 25.
Okay.
So I'm taking that hits.
Yeah, with this, yeah, this is.
I'll play with your sword.
It's gonna be automatic.
And that was a claw attack, so that is 33 points of damage.
I have plus 6 armor, so minus that.
You have an armor, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to take armor off of that.
Okay,
So I'm going to add 6 hit points back to my not dying.
Okay.
Okay. Let me bust out the calculator here. So 69 minus 27. I have 42 hit points left. Okay.
Okay, so she basically turns around. Since you were the last person to hit her, she's like, motherfucker.
Actually, I was the last person to hit her.
Like touching herself and like pulling her hand away covered in blood. Before you know it, you're just like slashed.
Ow.
Ow.
So Okay. Milk was a bad choice. So next up is Charisse. But before that, so as her second action, so right after she slashes you open, she turns back to Bud.
She loves me. I know she loves me.
She says, give up this
sexy girlfriend.
give up this foolish crusade of yours, and I'll tell you who made you what you are, who stole a year of your life. I'll tell you exactly what was done to you and why.
That's not fair.
It's in the past, man. I don't live in the past.
Yeah, she's like, I've
I
learned
don't
all your
remember
dirty.
any of my past.
Yeah, she just kind of, before she finishes everything, she says that to you, and she says to almost broadcast. She said that specifically to you, like you only heard that bit. But the one that she kind of raises her voice so everyone else can hear says, I've done my homework on all of you, learned all your dirty little secrets. So anybody that is within, I would say everybody except for, look, you're a little too far away. So it would be Charisse, Liam, Bud, and Jack. Roll a perception check for me real quick.
Oh,
Oh, crap. You know what I need to do with XP when I get a chance?
What
Is that perception and notice or just perception?
the perception check is your D10 plus perception.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, yeah, D10 plus notice, yes.
Plus whatever any other
Okay.
bonuses you got.
And tell me how many success levels you get.
Deuces.
I got 4 success levels.
5 success levels.
How many?
5 success levels.
Okay, so
4 for me.
and I got to roll for Charisse as well. Seven.
4!
Oh, she did not see shit. She is blind as a bat. So Jack and Liam, as she is saying, I've learned all your dirty little secrets, you notice her eyes flash to the stairs and upstairs real quick.
Okay, that's good cause to look back that way.
It's almost like an unconscious thing. As she's saying, she just kind of flashes up there. Her eyes just flash up there real quick.
Well, I want to look.
And now we move on to Charisse, and Charisse is going to attempt to attack again, and she's going to also use a drama point. So, gotta take one of those off. Getting evil.
Have I seen you guys since I shaved my head? I just realized.
23, so she hits 2.
Ooh, Jeez.
I don't know.
Bud. That looks different.
Well, yeah,
That is
I
24
my aunt has
base
bone cancer, so
slash stab.
add the solidarity. That sucks. But
Yeah.
4 female members of my family shaved their heads in solidarity, and I was like, I mean, I can do that. That's not a problem.
I just shaved my head for shits and giggles.
Well, it's so the carpet matches the drapes in your situation.
Oh, yeah. Are you saying I'm
Ew.
smooth? I'm smooth around the bend?
Ew.
So many different ways that could be taken.
I got manscaped.
Just a
Okay,
slight
so-
tilt to one side. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so with my sword, it's 24 base damage. And then I add slash and stab.
So your base damage
Wait.
minus any armor times 2.
Okay, so
Right. And that's
base
two?
damage is 24 minus 5, so that's 19 times 2. 19 times 2 is 38.
38.
So she takes 38 points of damage.
Equal to extracted.
Okay. So she gets, with her katana, Charisse just gives her another quick slash, and another one goes across her chest. And she's she's getting frustrated. But she is bleeding quite a lot now.
Poor baby. Oh. I'm only an extra dimensional demon with a crap ton of hit points. Oh.
And that is Charisse's turn. Next is Saoirse.
Through the telepathic link, do you guys mind if I knock this bitch across the room?
Have at it.
Okay. Charisse says,
What
"Do
are you
now."
waiting for?
Yeah, do now.
She deserves it.
Hadouken!
So that was 26. Mind-boggling.
Jeez.
God damn.
I spent a drama point.
I assumed.
I only rolled a 3.
Drama points.
That's the drama point then for sure.
So that's 7 successes.
At that rate, yeah, you did connect.
So I knock her back up to
I've never even seen it.
35 feet.
75 feet? God damn.
35.
35?
Still to a wall.
So since you're facing this way, you want her to kind of go this way?
Straight back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that she would hit
That's
no
no.
way.
No, more
This way.
kind of towards the wall.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see what the damage is for hitting.
Not behind the desk.
There's that wall damage here too.
Yeah.
Not behind the desk.
This is Bolt of Light, by the way.
Okay. So you had 7 success levels?
Yeah.
Okay. Freaky stuff.
So she only takes 14 damage
From the hit itself?
from hitting the wall, yeah.
From hitting 14 damage? Okay. Is there damage from the ball of light?
No.
No? Okay, so it's just okay.
But now she has to stand up if she wants to act again.
Okay, so basically she goes flying over the desk, hits the wall, slides back down, and ow!
That's perfect, actually, because I know what my next move is.
Okay, and that took off. I'm sorry, how much again?
14.
14?
How much would you guys present knowing that the success levels actually add on to the base damage?
What?
How about we forget that fucking shit?
Also, unless it's another action, I would like to roll intelligence and occultism to learn anything useful about killing her species.
About the PC?
The species that we're
species.
fighting.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try.
So that's 19. That's 5 success levels.
5.
You know everything. I never know ever.
Let me consult my notes real quick.
It's like that moment in the movie Paul where he touches them and suddenly they understand the whole of the universe. One of my favorite movies, not just because of the name. Coming from Noi?
Is that coming from you again?
I think that's
Has to be Noi.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, Noi! Stop playing with your sword.
He's got his
again.
vibrator on.
Sorry, I was out of range.
Also, what happened to you that you need a crutch?
I don't know. I woke up this
Or
morning.
did you get a rectal exam?
It's called getting old.
I woke up this morning and there was a huge effing bruise on like my right Achilles heel tendon area. It's swollen and it's
You're, like,
really
twisted or
painful to
something?
walk. I'm pretty sure Jen is beating me in my sleep because something hurts
I think
every morning.
I think it's a
And I'm
uni,
just like, where the hell did this come from?
an unidentified party injury.
But I'm not partying. I am literally like just sitting in this chair, working, turning around, playing Xbox, making dinner.
That might
and
be
then
your
going to
problem,
bed.
sir.
Not for physical. I
might be
mean,
your
it is
problem.
literally bruised. It looks.
You're being
it looks-
underserved. You're being underserved, my friend.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep drinking then.
What is that? A rattler?
What a what?
A rattler? What are you drinking?
What I'm drinking?
Yes.
Little something something. Lagunitas.
Okay. Okay.
My mother-in-law got me a case for my birthday, which is
Nice.
it's an interesting buy on her part because she doesn't really know a lot about beer. She knows that I like beer of all sorts, so
She did a pretty good job, though. Lagunitas
yeah.
is some good
I
stuff.
mean, it's from an IPA standpoint. I don't drink a lot of IPAs, but this is one that I'll drink all day long.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, little something's a little good. But yeah, I'm not a big IPA person either. A lot of it tastes like sour, like water.
Yeah. I like double IPAs because they're not nearly as bitter and they're twice the alcohol. If you've ever had a double IPA, or you like them? You don't like them?
Yeah. I'm not a big IPA person. That bitter scale just makes me go like, why would I want to put this in my mouth on purpose?
Because it's 12% alcohol.
There are other liquors.
45%.
Bitter instead of Bernie. I can take. It all depends. It's not normally.
I'm all about weekend at Bernie's. All about a weekend at Bernie's.
We were just about to watch that movie last night, but we opted for something
12
else.
ounces of this equals like 12 of those. So I'm good.
Okay, so you got 5 success levels?
Yep.
Muted.
You got 5 success levels, Saoirse? Okay.
You're muted.
You're muted.
So you know that she comes from a different dimension. I wouldn't call it the dimension, but the planet is called Mala. And it's from she's a race of reptilians bred for fighting, basically. They have like a natural armor, like their scales are like a natural armor to assist them in the fighting. They love the water. They are accustomed to incredible heat because the world that she comes from is essentially what would be like 140 degrees Fahrenheit here. So they love the heat. They also love water because, obviously they're going to get dry. But cold is a no-go. A lot of them have weapons due to centuries and centuries of evolution built into their bodies that you probably haven't seen yet.
She's as cold as ice.
This isn't even her final form.
Yeah. Can you teleport her into a storage cooler?
She is essentially going easy on you folks right now.
Is there a meat
Just
log?
160 damage.
And you also get a sense that, since you rolled the 5, you also get a sense that Mala is no more.
Guess she ain't going home.
Okay.
Bye bye, Alderon.
So that concludes your turn. Okay. So now we skip back to Bud.
Teardrop
Over the
tattoo,
desk.
Alderon.
Hang on, I gotta turn my AC off because I can barely hear you guys.
I can talk louder. That's not a problem.
I just don't want the microphone to pick up all your voices. Then we start getting that echo.
Echo. So
Okay,
I
what was
would
it?
like to go over the. I would like to go over the desk.
Okay.
One hand on axe, like properly at the top of the axe handle. Get a hand on her throat and put it up to it. Have a little conversation.
Okay. So
Since
give
she's
me
prone,
an
this should be the
acrobatics
easiest
check.
one so far. Okay. Buddy.
A 9.
Annoying.
Yep. So that puts me. Is that acrobatics and dex? That would
Yes,
put me at
acrobatics and
very good.
dexterity.
Very good.
Okay, so you got 4 success levels. Okay, so you did that. And what's your strength?
9.
9. Oh, okay. So basically, you take a running leap, jump over, grab her by the throat, pick her up, and put the axe up to her throat.
There's no picking.
Huh?
There's no picking her up.
Oh, you're on
I'm
the
not picking her
you're
up.
pinned her to the ground then?
I am pinning her to the ground.
Okay.
Hand on throat. Axe blade up to her neck.
So yeah, you leap across the table, pin her to the ground, put the blade of the axe right up to her throat. But she does not look as if she feels threatened in any way. She actually kind of grins a little bit at you and says, like, "You didn't even buy me dinner first."
So I start pressing the axe into her throat.
Okay.
You can tell me what you know about my past, or we can end this all right here. Because you and I are cut from the same cloth, lady.
Anyone else getting the
Slightly
feeling that
different
we can't
color.
kill her?
What was that?
I'm not.
Okay.
I said because you and I are cut from the same cloth, lady. A little bit different fiber, but
Okay, so she basically smiles and says, she spits out some blood and says, "I could tell you, but where's the fun in that?"
so decapitation uses dexterity in getting medieval. Not that I'm looking or anything.
No, it's just the one thing you memorize.
You can talk, or we can call this. You can talk, or we can call this a day. This is your last chance, though.
Malor is gone, you know.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Then why the fuck are you trying to get us to get you a portal home?
That's above your pay grade. So she does have. Okay, what is this bullshit it says here?
Where do I find my combat score?
It's usually used for like the NPC characters. Like it's like a combination of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a simplified stat for the NPC.
Yeah, because
Oh, all right.
I don't, because like a lot of the NPCs don't have like a getting medieval thing or any of those kind of things. It's basically just a combination of all this, a bunch of values in order to give you fighting.
I mean, at this
value.
point in time, it's because I've already got my hand around her throat and then I've got the axe up against it. I don't know if this would be more of like a breakneck or decapitation kind of situation.
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to use
Actually,
a
I
plot
think it's a
twist.
choke, wouldn't it be?
She's going to
Okay,
use
well,
a
that's
plot
too bad,
twist real
'cause
quick.
I was about to choke a bitch.
Yeah. And as you're pushing the blade into her throat, her arm kind of is off to the side. You see a bony blade. It's almost like from her wrist to the crook of her elbow splits open, and a bony blade flips out.
Okay.
Baraka?
No, that slides out.
Okay.
This flips out. It's like a switchblade in her wrist.
Uh,
I was
And
thinking Baraka as well.
how does that work? And 1 second. This is from that other book that is not completely complete. Okay, so for her plot twist, she pulls that blade out and stabs you right in the gut.
that's not nice.
And uses it, and as she pushes it into you, she pushes you off of her. So
I'm going to throw a drama point in there to stay on top of her.
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna roll strength rollsies.
Nice.
Okay, so what's your
That's one of
strength?
my favorite rolls. He's after my Constitution. That's my favorite. 9.
Okay, she rolled a 15.
You rolled an 18.
Oh shit. Um,
Let me mark that drama point out real quick.
yeah, I'm gonna mark one up for her too.
I thought a plot twist was 2.
Hmm?
That I thought a plot twist was 2.
It just says gains plot break. Righteous Fury is the one that takes 2.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, right. Righteous Fury is the one where you get
So,
+5 to
for this-
every attack.
For the stab,
Damn.
you take. What is that? Not a whirling sword. Is it a regular melee attack?
I would think so, because. Oh, let's see here. Punch, throw.
Pretty sure it's melee.
Cavitation, disarm, dodge, grapple, gunshot, groin shot. Ew. Knockout, spin kick, melee weapon. I guess it's a melee weapon.
Yeah, I'd say it's basically a sword.
This says stake, which I feel like is the closest thing. It says poking someone with a sharp, pointy thing is going to hurt no matter who it is. Still, if it's not a vamp and it's not the heart, it's no different from using a knife. Stake poking uses a dexterity and getting medieval or combat score and does 2 times strength points of base damage.
Oh, combat 17.
Dex getting medieval.
That's 22 plus 5.
Do I add in my armor at all or no?
Yeah, what is your armor?
8.
8. Okay, so 7, 19 times 2.
Wait, what? Doesn't my constitution play in? I guess it doesn't. My constitution is twice what my armor is. If I am a demon as well.
So it's my base times 2.
All right, which
How
is
did that
what?
work? How did that work, Liam?
Well, for ignoring the success levels bit, yeah, it's the base. You have the base minus the armor times 2 for slash stab.
Okay, so the base for that is 26.
Times 2 is 52.
So minus 8 is
Oh, minus 8.
18.
Times 6, 18, so 36.
And then times 2.
36, hold on. 36 times 2? She didn't poke me twice. She poked me once.
No. That's 18 times
26. 26 minus 8 is
Yeah.
18 times 2 is 36.
36, yeah. So she does 36 damage.
Which I'm more than happy to take. I'm just wondering how. Oh, I forgot. Constitution is just your life points, right?
Yeah, life points.
Okay. All right, no biggie. 36, you say?
Yeah, 36.
So that puts me at 91.
Okay, and
I got some choking to do on this one, by the way. My turn is definitely not over yet.
Sometimes you just gotta choke a bitch.
so what do you want to know?
Well, I'm going to start choking her. That is
Okay,
4
what do you
100.
want to know?
Everything you can say until you pass out. How's that? And that's my strength in Kung Fu.
So
Plus a roll.
she says as you're choking her, it's like, follow me upstairs and I'll show you everything.
What do you think, guys? Do I trust her?
Maybe.
Whatever, just distract her
All right.
because I need to put bandages on.
All
I
right.
say you trust her about as far as I can throw her.
Ooh!
It's not looking good for you there, Katie. But since I seem to have you in a compromising position, I'm going to go ahead and stand up, keep my hand around her neck, and lift her up and basically walk her towards the stairs.
Okay.
Y'all are welcome to follow if you want. I got some shit I got to deal with.
I'm going to heal myself.
Do I get to roll?
For what? You can use it as an
Oh, 'cause
influence, I
choking
guess.
It says
So to
I mean, it says
maintain.
choking is
So
Kung
I would
Fu
say,
and
like, to
strength.
maintain the grip.
Yep.
So that's a grapple.
Would be Kung.
So
Yeah,
the
which is Kung Fu and
grapple
strength.
would be dexterity plus kung fu plus 2.
Dexterity plus Kung Fu plus 2. And I got to turn a light on in here. So dexterity plus Kung Fu plus 2 would make it excellent. 5 success levels, 19.
Okay. So that doesn't beat her AC. But
I'm not doing damage, and I'm
yeah,
already
no, but
in
it
contact
does,
with
like,
it.
that kind of thing does. It's showing here as a combat maneuver. But the thing is, she kind of wants to show you, so she's just going to go along with it.
All right, freak. I mean, yes, ma'am.
So who's following Bud and Kate upstairs?
I am. I was planning to go up there anyway.
Okay.
I think Jack should clot.
I'm going to wrap bandages and then follow. I'm going to do one quick. I rolled a 9 plus my doctor plus intelligence. So I just added 19 back onto my health. And then I'll be 10 steps behind them.
Okay. And what are you doing, Liam?
I'm yeah, I'm following and only hurting some. So yeah, I'm following.
Okay.
Hanging back.
And Charisse
Watching.
is going to be the last person up the stairs. But she does have her sword drawn, and she is not taking any chances. Like, if she manages to get away from you, Bud, then she's basically just going to end it. And I farted.
I mean, I still have an axe in my other hand.
Oh, I know, I got you. But, like, she's acting as the backup right now.
Cool.
Okay.
Bring it, Cherise.
Okay, so as you head up the stairs, you see a very sleek and stylish bedroom / den with a connected bathroom, which you did see Kate exit right after you get to the top of the stairs. The decor is identical to what you saw downstairs, but the tasteful works of art that were hanging from the wall or hanging on the walls downstairs have been replaced with heavy metal band posters. There's posters of Opeth, Behemoth, Deicide, Iced Earth, Legions of the Damned, and Vomitory. Some have names on them whose designs are so convoluted you can't make out what the hell they say. There's a queen-size bed in the center of the room up against the far wall. Dark red silk sheets are haphazardly lumped to one side, as if when Kate woke up this morning, she said, "Fuck it, it's the end of the world. I ain't making my bed ever again." There's a vanity in the corner that is littered with all kinds of makeup and beauty products. It has a few small drawers on each side. The mirror in its center is broken and looks like it's been punched. There is a word I cannot read today. There is a word scrawled across the mirror in blood, most likely from whoever jacked up their hand punching it. The word reads, "Soon." There's also a small OLED monitor on the opposite wall from the bed. Netflix was being played on it because it's asking if the viewer wants to continue watching season 1 of The Tiger King.
Wait, we're not in 2011 anymore?
Man, it's this lady right up my
She's
alley.
behind. She's got to catch up before the end of the world. The bathroom over your shoulder.
See, and I figured Stranger Things, but
yeah, the bathroom is a standard sink toilet tub combo. It smells like Kate had been dropping a Cleveland steamer in there before she came down to talk to you, because only a demon could have produced a stench that putrid. Aside from the messy bed, the room is very neatly organized and laid out, methodical even. The posters are all precisely aligned with one another to the point of bordering on OCD territory. But give me a perception check, anyone that went upstairs.
I think it's all of us, isn't it?
well, I think y'all were trying to caught or something, right?
Well, but I think we still carried on upstairs eventually.
Holy crap. I got the highest perception check I'll ever see in my life. 3. I literally just rolled a 10.
Okay.
Wow.
I have a
That'll
14
never
3
happen
success
again.
levels as well.
That's my highest is a 14.
6 success levels.
Jesus. Yeah, Charisse didn't get that.
2 successes, 3 if it's spooky.
So Liam is the only person who notices that if she borders on OCD territory when it comes to like the arrangement of these posters, if that's the case, why is that Deicide poster slightly askew?
Huh. Okay. Is she focused on Bud or looking at my?
Well, he's basically got her by the back of the neck.
Yeah. Okay. Plug the battery in.
Like a ventriloquist, yeah?
Yeah. Bud, keep hold over there. I'm curious about a certain band. I want to investigate that DSI poster.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a little squeeze on the neck and be like, "So, are you gonna talk to me about what's going on or what?" Because
She's just
the only
watching what's
reason why you're
happening.
still alive and up, the only reason why you're still alive and upstairs is because you said you were gonna talk. So, get to yapping, or we're gonna call it a night.
So, Nick, you've headed over to the poster.
Literally.
She's gonna say your friend's pretty much there already. So you're investigating. It's you slide the DSI poster aside to reveal a biometric scanner big enough for a thumbprint.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah, but you got a scanner here. I'm guessing there's one thumb that can work for this.
She doesn't need to be attached to it.
That is true. Let's not be picky.
You've got about 3 seconds to talk before we take care of this scanner without your assistance.
So
3.
she just kind of looks at you and goes, "If that's the way it's got to be." So she presses her thumb to it, and a couple of seconds later, she kind of winces a little bit because a needle has just jammed itself into her thumb. You see data flash across the panel.
I said, really? A needle makes her wince?
Yeah. She wasn't expecting it. It always seems to come at the point in time where she's least expecting it.
Of course.
So.
And then she met me. So,
So it draws a minute amount of blood, and you see information flashing across a panel right above the scanner. And after a bunch of figures dance across the screen, you see in green "access granted" appeared. And you hear the sound of a lock opening and some machinery whirring. And a 1x2 section of the wall around the scanner pulls back and slides off to the right to reveal a couple of metal shelves built within the wall. Atop these shelves are numerous file folders stacked on top of each other.
Is this like red pill, blue pill time or what? I mean, it sounds like the Matrix was tumbling through the screen.
Oh, no, it just opened up it basically opened a safe.
I kind of give Kate a little shake and go, that's great. Thanks. We need to have a conversation, or you basically finished your use for me.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
While they're having that conversation, I'm going to grab the files and start looking through them.
Okay. Hey, Jen.
Wait 1 second.
So,
Okay,
is she going to talk to me or what?
So what do you want to talk about?
Tell me about my past. You said you've got all this information about my past. I have no recollection of it. Why don't you tell me about the last year?
She points to the safe. She goes, "Everything you want to know is right here."
That's great. I'll get to reading it after I hear it out of your mouth.
She goes, "It's not really in the files." She says, "There's something else in there for you, specifically you."
So I turn her around, put her up against the wall with the axe to her throat. I'm sure you're not understanding what I'm saying. That's all well and good. I need you to tell me what you did.
So I would say she doesn't know specifically. She just has the files on you guys. It's not like she's actually read them or anything like that. So that's why she's being kind of vague about it, because she hasn't really looked into these things yet. Or at least the stuff when it comes to you, because you weren't there when she was hanging with the crew.
What crew?
When she was hanging out with you and
You guys.
Saoirse and Liam, when she was part of the group.
Sorry.
Because Bud came after.
And I'm sorry. Sorry, I
She
missed what was in
reaches.
the files.
So you pushed. You said you pushed her up against the wall.
Yeah, with my hand against
Okay.
him.
So she
The blade
reaches
up
her
against the
hand
throat.
back into the safe and she pulls out a thumb drive and hands it to you.
Put it in my pocket.
She goes,
Is
"You can go
there-
and check it out on the computer downstairs if you want."
Put
What's
it in my
the
We
pocket.
have a
password?
working monitor.
I'm sure people have hacking skills they can use some rewiring.
No, but
She's not capable of putting it in my pocket, or what?
Hmm?
She's not capable of putting it in my pocket?
She can slide it into your pocket.
Put it in my pocket.
Okay, she slides it into your pocket.
I will grab the files and start reading through them.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to start squeezing her
page,
throat
page,
and choking her.
page.
I'm going to help Sorsha go through the files.
I have an eidetic
And I'm gonna start-
memory, so I just need to glance.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you.
I'm going to start choking her and leaning my full body weight against that blade on her throat.
Okay.
I'm going to look around for another monitor that hasn't been cut in half by an axe.
Don't think I need to maneuver into a grapple because I've already got her. After that, the attacker rolls and adds his strength and kung fu. The defender rolls and adds their strength and constitution. The attack is higher. The base works like a jump kick. Each target defends normally against the attack. The move is reserved for those with dex 4 or better. The clumsy need not apply. Bring on the drama points. Sometimes you just gotta choke a bitch. Crit James.
Oops.
So hers is strength and constitution. Says defender rolls and adds strength and constitution. And I roll strength and kung fu. Plus a roll. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. Stop. Strength and constitution. I'm sorry, strength and kung fu. That would be extraordinary.
She rolled a 26,
Mind-boggling.
which is a mind-boggling.
Damn it.
So that means your grapple doesn't work.
No, I'm already grappled. Grapple is to get control of somebody. I've already got control of her. But it means that each target defends normally against attack. The move is reserved for those. So basically, I'm squeezing her throat, and she's like, "Stop, please, stop."
It's that
She
natural
needs
armor,
help.
man. She's got that thick hide, man.
About to give her a thick hide.
Ooh. So, who was going through the files?
I was looking over his shoulder because I got nothing else to do.
Okay, and Saoirse was psychometrying him, right?
No, I was just looking through them quick, memorizing the pages.
Better than photographic memory.
Are we gonna roll constitute or initiative here, or can I continue to fuck with her?
You're not going to do any damage, but you can continue to fuck with her if you want.
Okay, I want to headbutt her. Sometimes the character has to use the good old noggin in ways not recommended by the Surgeon General. Headbutts are very effective if the butt or is a grapple or a grappler are in very close action, because the victim cannot really dodge out of the way. Even so, a headbutt may be attempted against anyone who's close enough. If the headbutt misses, though, the attacker hits with the wrong part of their head and takes damage instead of the defender. Headbutts use a dexterity and kung fu. -2 roll for combat score and do 2 times strength base points of damage. Bash type. So the good part is it sounds like hacker headbutt may be attempted against anyone who's close enough. Cannot really dodge, but if I miss, I could fuck myself up. Looks like I'm gonna need some more drama points here. It's like I met the love of my life, and I'm using all my drama points for her.
Can't type.
Action coming through. Big money, big money, big money. Stop. No shit. Seriously? Dex coming through 12. What's that? Sit on there. I mean, it's relative damage. Somebody's got to be in charge.
So what did we find with the files? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I didn't say anything yet. So each of the files has a name on it. There's Violet McGowan, Alexander Szymanski, Nydia Warner, Bradley Dryman, Jack Kaneshiro, Charisse Carpenter, Daniel Oz Osborne, Saoirse Riley, Liam Gray, Justin Chamberlain, Jason Intel Deichler. So she has files on each and every one of you.
We'll start with Bud.
I get an extraordinary again, but I'm guessing that doesn't hit. Or I literally rolled a 10 and added 12.
That is her AC.
Sweet. It's a minimal amount of damage, to be honest. It's more of a fuck you, man kind of move. Because it's my strength times 2, I believe.
Did you burn a drama point for that?
I did.
So what is the damage then?
2 times strength, so that would be 18.
Okay. So you headbutt her right in the noggin. Her nose bleeds a little bit, and she just kind of like licks it off her lip. And just goes, So the thing is, there are more files, though, not just the ones with your names on it, but there are apparently other people out there that have come across her in this way, apparently.
How many, roughly?
There are at least 10 more. Kitty!
Kitty.
Kitty looks like you could be in like Meow Mix ads and stuff.
That's the mad shitter.
Like the perfect little tabby. The mad shitter? Is that
That's
what you said?
the mad shitter.
It's less of a problem these days, thankfully.
What does that mean?
Gosh.
Is
He gave me a complex the first 6 months of life together.
He literally can't feel his asshole, so he has some litter box trouble.
How do you figure that out?
You don't know where his butt is.
Veterinary neurologist.
You don't know where his butt is.
Not like a little poke.
Yeah, just say he.
Is that
No.
because he wouldn't poop in a cup like Chris?
Mine was willing.
Oh, it's like these days, like, he knows how to try to go and push, but
Okay, so with your headbutt,
Yeah.
okay, so you have her grappled. So do you remember what it was you rolled for your grapple?
No, because there's no point in rolling grapple. I have a hand on her. Grapple is to make contact. since we're already in contact, there's no point in grappling. We have
I was going
grapple.
to say we need to. I would say that we need to like work on maintaining it.
Okay, that's fine. What
So
is that?
because of the headbutt, because of the movement and all that, give me a
So
give me like a
Dex
grapple check.
and Kung Fu +2 roll.
Yeah.
Victim resists with a dodge action. When grappled, the target is -2 to actions that involve their grappled limb. -1 to all actions if grappled around the body. If both arms are grappled by 2 attackers, the victim is -4. Neck grapple doesn't impair the target, but sets up for either break neck or choke action. The victim can try to break free the next turn with a strength doubled roll versus another grapple action.
Yeah. So give me the grapple. So strength.
Whew, I'm hot tonight. Extraordinary, 22.
22. Okay.
Yep. Because it's
Strength.
Kung Fu, but it's not strength. No, for me it's Dex, Kung Fu, and +2, and the roll.
I'm just saying for my dodge. You said it was strength,
No, yeah, yours is double strength.
double strength in my roll. Okay.
Hold on. It says a neck grapple doesn't impair the target. The victim can break free the next turn with a strength doubled roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that would be strength ×2 plus your roll,
So
or the muscle score versus another grapple action.
That's a
It's weird the
25.
way that they say it is. Okay, so you break free.
Okay. So So the headbutt essentially, like, by pushing her toward the wall, she kind of like slipped out of your grasp a little bit.
Sorry, that's cool though. Okay,
So snake-like, she kind of like wiggles down along the, slides down the wall and runs down the stairs.
I feel like I could keep up with her.
She runs up to the desk and slaps a section of the table of the desk, and a door behind where her chair would be slides open, and she runs through it, and the door slams shut.
Shit.
So hold on. We're not exact. Well, okay, one or two of us is not exactly slow. How are we unable to keep up with her? Because if I headbutted her, she broke free. So am I.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not a fast demon. You're a strong, like, tanky demon.
What's your dex, dude?
Her dex is 9.
I'm a human, dude. I'm a drunk human that puts band-aids on people, and I can see things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just saying. I'm different roles. Don't yell at the bard.
Yeah, her dex is 9.
All right, so basically I kept up long enough to see her do that.
I mean, like, you can chase after if you want, but before you get there, that door just slams shut. So,
all right, I really want to start swinging that axe into that door.
So yeah, it's solid metal. That is.
So am I. So am I. Solid metal.
Breaking stuff table.
That's cool. What page is that on?
What does that say? First 2 success levels of any one roll. Bad for shoulders. Okay. Yeah, it says give me an attack roll.
What am I getting medieval? And
I'm going for success levels.
Right, but is it getting medieval
using
and
the
strength.
axe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just
So-
roll the attack and tell me how
Okay.
many success levels you get.
Oh, wrong tab.
Oh, okay.
Medieval strength. 16, so 4 success levels.
Okay, according to the breaking stuff table, it says 6 success levels needed against metal door. And the first 2 success
Oh, I
levels in
swing
any
again?
one roll.
Okay,
Bad for
so I
and it says,
swing
and then for
again.
some reason in parentheses it says bad for shoulders.
I mean, I'll take a couple of hit points off if it means I can swing again. I have a friggin' magical axe.
Yep.
That actually bumps me up 1 success level to excellent.
Okay. I would say you have 3 tries.
Well, wait a minute. He had 4 success levels the first time, and then 5 success levels.
Yeah, it says he
Second
needs
swing?
6.
Right.
Does he need 6 all at
And
once,
then
or is it 6 total?
It says 6 success levels, and then the first 2 success levels in any one roll are bad for the shoulders. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I think that's just some fun having. Of, it's just a fun comment.
so
think
6
just- yeah,
success
just trying to be
levels means
funny.
I should have put it. I should have put that axe through the door then if I needed 6 and I just gave it 9. Or is it saying I? So I have to get 6 success.
Yeah, you have to get
levels
6
regardless.
success levels in one roll.
8 plus 11. Okay, so I only got 5 again.
Okay.
I mean,
So you're putting cuts in it and all that, but you didn't manage to get through. It's a thick metal door.
damn it, still
Yeah.
not.
You guys, seriously, you guys almost had her.
I'm about to go like berserker and just fucking Viking lumberjack. Fuck you.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to doing her in with the health, the hit points.
Don't.
Yeah, because I modified one of the monsters in the book, and I was like, okay, this should when it came to like how we worked out how the damage was happening with all the high damage with your weapons and all that. I was like, I'll give her this like super high damage or health, and then you guys surpassed what I thought you guys were going to be able to do. I was sort of going like, I should have given her 100 more.
I have a feeling that there was a part of me that when that first 160 points of 2 swing damage came down, that you were like,
no,
yeah,
trust me, I was covering up.
I'm not going
I'm like,
to let her
this fight's
die.
going to be over in 5 moves if it's like this.
Yeah, I would have been the same way. I'd been like, I'm not going to let her die, no matter how many limpy, gimpy ass legs she's got. Hey, all that fucked up damage should have slowed her ass down some. That's all I'm saying.
No, you had her
on her own blood at least once.
She was like I would say like 3/4 of the way. So okay, she managed to slip through them fingers.
Yeah, that won't happen again.
Did you guys still need to call it early tonight, or?
I mean, I'm good. We're only.
No, I was talking like
hours in, but
Liam and
it's up to
Sarah
you
were
guys.
talking about cutting out early today.
Up to Nick. He's the one who has to drive.
I'm trying to stay on for another hour or so.
Okay, just want to make sure I don't want to go into major plot things and leave you guys hanging.
I'm going to mute myself while I go pee.
Okay.
Y'all done.
So this will be for you guys who are going through the files. Then how about that? Okay. So you found all those files. Each of you has your own file. There's this.
Hold on. I give someone who's got some kind of computer knowledge that I don't at all. Actually, I give the drive to.
Okay. So yeah, there's the thumb drive. There's the files for all of you guys. There's files for people you don't know who the hell they are. Most of them, if you were to look through them, they're in the Chicagoland area, but you don't know who any of these people are. So, where am I going with that? No, like I said, these are not pages aren't numbered. Oh, okay, so that goes
There's
here.
a
Okay.
weird wind.
All right.
Something in the background.
So, do you guys want to read any of these files?
I would like to at least read through Bud's.
Okay.
I think beyond that, everybody gets their own files, so they can.
Yep.
Like,
I was going to say, I'm going to look through mine and then one of the other 10 that is not us.
Okay.
Just to see what's
Oh.
included. If time is of the essence, otherwise, I would look through all of them. At least come through.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Saoirse.
Okay.
I think I'm just curious about Liam and then into.
I just want to know what I am.
also, I'd like to try to use psychometry to get the password for that computer if we can get a monitor working.
Okay. So we'll start with you going through Brad's file.
Okay.
There's a bunch of
I will
medical.
say technically, I didn't cut any of the monitors. I did just cut the stand. So
You did also throw them at her.
With an axe.
they could have been hanging because she got missed, kind of.
So yeah, it's a bunch of like medical paperwork, like from some military hospitals. A lot of medical jargon, technical jargon. Looking for a name you might recognize. You don't really see anything, but as you flip through the pages, you come across some photos.
Okay.
Is Brad with you guys? As you're flipping through these, you are. So you're basically looking over
Yeah,
Sarah's shoulder.
I gave her the hard drive.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're looking over her shoulder essentially, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Brad, roll me a Constitution check.
Was that just my dice plus my Constitution?
Yeah.
20.
Okay.
I have a Constitution of 14.
Okay, so you're good. Okay, these are pictures of you. Two of them show you splayed out on an operating table, your torso ripped open, the flesh pulled away from your body to allow the myriad of doctors and surgeons around you access to your crimson innards. In one of the photos, the head surgeon seems to be pointing out a section of meat below your rib cage to the others in the room. And the other part of your rib cage has been, or in the other picture, your rib cage has been completely removed. The surgeon appears to be attaching some sort of a strange-looking organ into the space between your heart and your right lung. The ones that follow, the pictures that follow, show you fully recovered from the procedure and holding a machete. You're not holding it per se, you're wearing it. You've been run through, the hilt against your belly and the blade sticking out of your back. The clothes on your lower body are soaked through with blood and has begun pooling on the ground at your feet. This would have obviously killed a normal person, but you are broadly grinning in the photo at the person who is taking the picture, like you are extremely proud of this. Now the next picture shows that there is no wound or scar left where you were pierced. You can see that there are date stamps at the bottom right corner of every picture, and you see that this one actually chronologically follows the one of you with the machete in you. The skin where the cut would have been is completely unblemished. There are several more photos like this showing that you've been hurt to a point that would mortally wound a normal person, yet you are smiling through it as if it is no big deal that half your skin has been flayed off. And as you continue to peruse the file, you remember that you have this thumb drive. Thumbnail. This is YouTube. Thumb drive. And
I once killed a man with this thumb.
I would like to see what the thumb drive has on it, please.
okay. So you wanted to try to psychometry the
Yeah.
computer?
hmm
And what were you trying to glean?
The password?
Oh,
Sure.
password? Okay.
Is there any way I could throw a drama point in there to help her out?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so that is done.
Password
Definitely
is,
going to need more alcohol and a cigarette for this.
the password is 1, 2,
2, 3.
4, 5. It's
Amazing.
amazing.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Amazing. Got the same code on my luggage.
So wait, how long ago is it that we played this? Like, what's the time in between?
What do you mean?
About 11 years.
From before 11 years?
Yeah, the last time we
I've been
played
waiting a
was
really long time to find this out.
2011.
Yeah, I've been waiting a really long time to find this out. So I'll throw in a drama
Okay.
point if need be.
So you head down to the computer.
Oh,
You can see the computer case itself, which is like underneath the table or the desk, you know, the surface of the desk. It's like not glued, but like affixed. So like honestly, if you weren't sitting at the desk, and didn't like look to the side, you wouldn't be able to see that it was there. It's kind of concealed. But now that you know that it is there and you find it, it is a state-of-the-art custom build with a liquid cooling system and a series of multicolored LED lights that aren't currently on right now, obviously, because that would have been too easy.
That's just Alienware, no biggie.
Yeah, basically. She bought like the most expensive computer that she possibly could have.
Of course.
So you want to psychometry the desk, the trackpad, the keyboard?
Probably the
So what? It says sexy.
Keyboard? Okay, so
It's like sexy. The password is sexy
Three
bitch 20,
successes.
2011.
3.
There's a psychometry success chart on page 32, the magic box.
Okay. So I had something written down, so if you were attempting to hack it, what it would require. Didn't expect you guys to hack the monitors off the table.
Hey, some of us are better hackers than others, all right?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. Hacking would be more difficult. The psychometry would probably be easier. So I would say 3 would do it. You get 1 word. Home.
Okay.
Fucking shitty ass password.
So, what was her planet's name?
She's very hard to kill, but she might not be the brightest.
Mahalo? What? Wasn't it like Mahalo?
Yeah, it's Mahalo.
Mahalo?
And don't forget, I don't think she has guests
That's
too
hello
often,
and
so I don't think she is. She's worried about people hacking into her computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, you obviously get in, but you can't really tell if you did or not because you have no monitors to look in.
Well, like I said, I would find a monitor that works and
Okay.
hook it up.
Okay, so you're gonna re-hook it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
so
computer
give
skills.
me a.
I have computer skills. I use them.
I was gonna say, who has the highest computer skill?
Mine's only 2.
Mine's 1,
Mine's
but I
0.
just rolled a 10, so I have a 16. So 4 success levels, very good.
Oh, sorry. 3 computer skill on a different character sheet. That's confusing.
Okay. I don't think Bud has computer. Charisse does not.
No.
Liam does not.
No, I can barely
Yeah,
work
she
a
has-
flip phone.
She has absolutely zilch on the computer.
Liam's are not the mechanic side of technology.
So Jack got 4
4
success levels.
Yep.
I would say that does it. So yeah, you managed to splice some wires together, pull some tape out of your medical bag, like medical tape, and tape some cables back together to kind of get
Of
like a
the
little
6
jerry rig.
monitors, I found one that worked.
Yeah. I wouldn't say you get all 5 of them running, but you at least get a couple that are kind of okay.
Just need one.
You know,
Just need one.
they
Just need
flash and they flash and they kind of like, you know, fizzle out every once in a while, but for the most part, yeah, you got at least 2 of them showing, and I can just imagine like Bud just kind of standing there holding the post in the center up because he's like, yeah, this was my fault.
I mean,
I'm picturing Chevy
I would
Chase
do that.
in Spies Like Us.
Just
It's like,
prop
you
them
need to
up
hold
if
these
you're
2
on the-
together.
Covered head spike. It's fine.
Say what? Oh yeah. Okay, so where's the hacking? Okay, so yeah, you type in home, you gain access. So do you put the thumb drive in?
Yeah, I don't give a shit if it has a virus on her computer.
Yeah, it's not yours. Who gives a crap, right? Okay, so you insert the thumb drive into the USB port. It pops up, and the name of the drive is just Ooth. There are multiple files inside. One of them is titled Home. You also see two. Okay, so you see 3 files. You see one called Home, and you see one that's Draymond, Bradley 82309, and another one that's Dryman Bradley 82609.
Can we just open them up one by one here?
Sure.
What
Which
are
one do you
the
want to do?
file
The
types?
Homes or the Bradleys?
Bradley,
What are the
please.
file types?
The Bradley Dryman ones are video files.
Yes, please.
What are the other ones?
Okay.
Hey, Bud, would you prefer we leave the room?
Nope. Y'all are family. We're good.
All right, let's
Oh.
open them up.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Bud my flask.
Yep.
Get crunk. Okay, so
should-
the first
yeah,
one,
John,
they're
okay.
obviously chronologically in order. So we'll click on the August 23rd, 09. So you click it on, you click on it, and it brings up a video file.
Oh no.
You press play, and it shows you see
I
a
just
small
hit it,
little, back then widescreen camcorders weren't a thing yet, so this is still 4x3. So you have the small little QuickTime window opens up, and you see a shooting range.
Quick time.
No sunlight. Most likely it's underground somewhere. Person holding the camera that is off screen, obviously, says aloud, August 23rd, 2009, Bradley Dryman, service number 4546651-0091, Battlefield feasibility test number 16.
Hold on. Can I get that number again?
4546651-0091.
Okay.
Okay, the camera view shifts to the right, and you see you enter the shooting range wearing your usual camouflage pants, shirt, whatnot, your fatigues.
BDUs.
Yep. You are wearing a shit-eating grin on your face, like arrogant as hell. Once you reach
You
the center of the range, you stop and you turn to face the cameraman. So now you're looking directly at the camera. And you say, you know, whatever you throw at me won't work. I'm invincible. And the cameraman replies, well, we're here to find out what will put you down. And you kind of jokingly say, what, like a nuke? And the cameraman very matter-of-factly says, if that's what it takes, soldier. And the grin you're wearing slowly disappears as you are suddenly surrounded by at least 20 men in riot gear, each holding a different type of weapon. Some holding blades, some guns, others have flamethrowers, grenade launchers, and strange-looking devices strapped to their backs. And you turn back to the cameraman, confusedly asking, I thought this was to test how fast I can heal. The cameraman just says, you thought wrong. So 2 soldiers quickly sprint up to you holding what looks like giant nail guns, and they aim them at your feet. They fire thick metal rivets into them, bolting you to the floor. And you begin to scream in pain as the cameraman shouts, light them up! All at once, every soldier attacks you too fast for you to react. The ones that are carrying bladed weapons begin slicing and hacking away at you. One takes off your right hand with one swoop of the machete, while another hacks deep into your skull, Jason Voorhees style, leaving it embedded in your scalp. After about 3 seconds, they back off, and the soldiers who are armed with guns unload entire clips into you. You can barely hear your screams of pain over the gunfire. Once their guns are empty, those users back off, and the heavy weapon units move in. A flamethrower belches a wall of flame at you and sets you ablaze. After 10 seconds of constant flames, the wielder backs off, and your skin looks like it is dripping off your body in spots. You are still standing, screaming in agony. The soldier next to him aims a device made of plexiglass at you, which is connected via a hose to his back. He activates it and sprays liquid all over you. You immediately begin to emit a sickly yellow smoke from what's left of your skin as the hydrochloric acid burns you even further, eating away your eyes and exposed muscle and bone. Once he's empty, he steps back, and the final soldier steps up with a grenade launcher, and he stops, hesitantly looking at the cameraman. The cameraman just screams, do it! The soldier turns back to you slowly, obviously not okay with what's going on here, but regardless, he raises the grenade launcher and fires off a round from 20 feet. The round strikes you square in the chest, and boom, the explosion makes the camera shake, and the soldier who fired the round is taken off his feet. When the smoke clears, the cameraman approaches where you were standing moments before. You are in pieces, splattered across the floor in large chunks. Your upper torso has been separated from your lower half, and each of your legs are separate from your body but are still bolted to the floor. Your left leg has been shredded into 3 separate pieces. Your chest is ripped open, and its contents are either splattered around the room or are seeping out from within. Your left arm has been severed and lies 5 or 6 feet away from you. Your lower jaw is hanging off your face, and part of your upper head is split open from where the machete weakened your skull. Even though this graphic scene should have been the end of you, parts of you are still moving. You're still trying to scream in pain even though your mouth is destroyed and your severed limbs are still grasping at air, twitching. Unbelievable, the cameraman says. It may well take a nuke to put him down, and then the video cuts off.
Take that flask.
You need a minute, or should we keep going?
No, I want to see the rest of it. I gotta see the rest of it.
Okay, so you're going to click on the second file. So
Yeah.
This is Draymond Bradley, August 26, 2009. So this is 3 days after.
On a real note, there was an ant that crawled into here, and I think I drank it.
Some extra protein. So this takes place 3 days after the other one.
Wonderful.
You click on the second file, which brings up another video. You press play and see that Brad is laying on a bed in a military hospital. Your limbs have mostly grown back, but you are covered nearly head to toe in bloody bandages. A doctor, the same one who was operating on you in those pictures that you found in your file, is standing at your side addressing the camera. And he says, this testing proves that the VOC regeneration organ transplant was definitely a success. The subject shows incredible healing capabilities as well as the ability to grow back severed limbs. We have encountered one setback, though, and that is that if there is significant brain damage, it causes cognitive and memory degradation. And the cameraman retorts, English, please. The doctor rolls his eyes, at least, annoyed, says, you cause severe trauma to too many areas of the subject's brain. The scans are showing that while the brain is healing, how it works has been diminished. His memory centers in particular remain scarred. I doubt that he'll be able to remember large chunks of time the more damage he takes to the head or any other number of side effects. So the cameraman says, so what you're saying is he's an invulnerable tank as long as he never gets shot in the head. And the doctor answers, yeah, in a nutshell. And seeing that the nature of your work cannot guarantee that the subject or anyone else that we alter in this way will never take cranial trauma, I have to conclude that this project is definitely a failure. 2 or 3 shots to the head can cause sufficient damage that can make the soldier forget his identity, forget his orders, and even go rogue, even fall into a vegetative state. So there's silence for a few brief moments, and you hear the cameraman say to someone off screen, here, hold this. And the camera kind of shakes a bit. So the height changes on the camera, so obviously someone else is holding it now, and now you see who has been holding the camera the entire time walk out from behind and up to the doctor. He's military, highly decorated according to what you can see on his fatigues, older, maybe in his early 60s, average height, balding with a graying beard. His face looks like worn leather that's seen some shit. And he asks, so all this work is for nothing then? And the doctor replies, the research is invaluable. It could eventually lead to a super soldier in a few years. So the cameraman says, a few years? We don't have that kind of time. The military man whispers just loud enough to hear. He then draws his sidearm and aims it at your head. Brad's head. You disappoint me, son. The doctor steps in between the gun and your unconscious body. What the hell are you doing? It's not his fault that the organ didn't function as planned. The suffering this man's gone through because of your rushed timetable, the gun goes off. And the doctor is blasted out of frame past the gurney. Your eyes suddenly open, the sound of the gunshot snapping you awake. You sit up and grab the gun from the military man's hand and unload it into his torso. As he falls to his knees, blood pouring out of his mouth, you save the last shot for his head, which comes apart when the bullet collides with his skull at close range. The camera shakes, and you can hear the person holding it mumbling, fuck, 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 oh, fuck, as it falls to the ground next to the dead body of the military man. The camera, where it landed, has a good angle on the name tag pinned to that military man's chest, and it reads, General Martin H. Dryman.
That's
A few moments later,
man.
the gun hits the floor, and you can see your bandaged legs come off the gurney, hit the floor, and you stumble out of the room wailing and crying. A few seconds of silence go by before the video ends because the camera died.
You tell a good story, man. All right, so let's see the last one.
So you want to read the home one?
Yeah, because apparently I got daddy issues too.
So home is not a video file. Home is I wouldn't say like an Excel file, but it's kind of like a diary. It's a bunch of there's like tabs for each like entry you got to go through. Okay.
Okay, I think Saoirse should rip through this with her eidetic memory and give us a synopsis. And then we got to check on that clock and see where we're at.
Before I do that, the video mentioned a Voc organ.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a knowledge occultism check?
Yeah, sure.
That's 24.
14?
24.
Oh, 24. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so yeah.
Mind boggling.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so Voc, V-O-K. Voc demon is another demon, or a demon from another dimension, obviously. There was an uprising on their planet, or from their dimension, and a bunch of them, I would say maybe like a good 1,000 of them, managed to rip open a portal to come to Earth before that portal got sealed from people on the other side that were trying to prevent their escaping. Yeah, there's like this rebellion that went on. There's like a subspecies of the main species in that dimension or on that planet that have developed these healing abilities, and they're persecuted kind of like witches for being different. And they're being harvested, not because people were doing what this general did, obviously, but like they were being harvested for like medicines and stuff like that.
Okay.
A bunch of them rebelled and tried to get out of there so they could stop being, killed for basically food, medicines, whatnot. And about 1,000 of them made it through to Earth. And they've been living kind of like the way we see on Angel all the time, where they're just kind of like, just amongst the general populace, just kind of hiding.
Mhm.
And at some point, one of them got into a fight somewhere, and someone witnessed one get injured and heal like almost immediately. And then the word started getting out that, hey, those guys, they got some shit going on.
Okay.
And that's how people are starting to learn about their healing abilities.
So I will give the team the rundown on that.
Okay.
Dimensional demons.
I would say compare the Vok demons to like Abe and Abe's the Oddworld games. Like they're like the Mudokons. They're used for food and medicines.
Okay. That sucks.
Where am I on my healing? Like, how quickly do I heal, by the way?
Well, according to this, it took like at least 3 days for limbs to grow back. So I would say for like a good like slashing kind of thing, it would probably take a couple of hours.
All right.
So do you want me to
So
go
what else do
into
we have on the drive then?
the home
Yeah.
file? Do you want me to read any of that or no?
Yes.
I mean, I think it's probably pertinent to our situation.
So summarize?
Yeah.
Well, the first entry dates as far back as 1912. And she just ended up scanning she was doing it longhand. She ended up scanning them into the computer.
Ah.
Some of the wording, probably not readable unless you know the language from her dimension, but eventually it transitions from her language to English. The newest one was from about a year ago, talking about how she'd been alone for the first few decades on Earth, hated the people of this world because they hated her because of where she comes from, how she looks, hadn't learned how to camouflage yet. She became almost feral, persecuted and demonicized even for a demon. She has no soul. She had no social skills, no social contact. Eventually figured out she needs to seek out those of her own kind. The other demons that were trapped here by choice or other means. Worked her way up the ranks in some demon communities due to her natural leadership skills. Influence grew and grew. Ended up becoming essentially like the demonic Vito Corleone.
Hmm.
Say hello to
So she runs a demonic mafia, essentially. Still no personal relationships. Only people that work under her and look up to her. No one actually wants to talk to her. It's just basically work. Contemplated suicide at one point. Couldn't bring herself to do it. Wanted to get off this rapidly decaying planet, both socially and environmentally, and return home, but she began looking for a way to make that happen. A couple of months later, there's an entry about how she discovered talk of an extra-dimensional being of immense power that consumes entire realms. The energy it releases when it crosses over causes a rift between various dimensions. If one can harness this energy and one could create a rift to whatever dimension they wish. Even though it would involve destroying the world the entity would be traveling to as a result. She decided to seek it out and find a way to bring it here, regardless of the consequences, and it is called The Never Was. Multiple other entries describe the lengths she went through to bring the entity to our dimension, how she'd been using various demonic connections to collect magical items and spells, so she can create the rift to summon The Never Was. At the same time, she'd collect the energy released to travel home. Other entry details how she made a deal with the Death Drones in order to hunt down who would possibly stand in The Never Was' way, which is where all the research came in. Anyone that was deemed dangerous, she would have them killed and steal their souls as payment. There's a list of names, thousands of them. Charisse pushes past the rest of you and begins to read down or scroll down the list of names, and they're alphabetically listed. And she gasps when she sees her name, Charisse Carpenter, listed among them. The rest of your names are listed as well. Also, Justin, Violet, Alex, and Nydia. The way the entries are written doesn't feel like she ever really intended anyone to read these documents because it's more like she felt the need just to get it out so she could decide if she really wanted to go through with it or not. Trying to convince herself that ending her pain, her loneliness is worth ending everyone else's, whether they wanted it to be ended or not.
Going to look for a file on the computer that looks like an address book.
Address book. Yeah, you could. Go ahead. Give me a computer roll.
Intelligence plus computer? Or
Yeah.
19.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, you find like a list of her mafia contacts, other demons that could have possibly helped her pull all this off over the the last couple of decades, all that kind of stuff.
I'm looking
So-
specifically for magic suppliers, creepy old wizards, that sort of thing.
Okay then. Give me 1 second because I know I got something like that in here.
What was the 2 drama point bonus?
That was
+5.
Righteous Fury.
+5 to all rolls. For
Yeah, that's going to happen here soon. The next people that we lay waste to, that's going to happen a lot. I don't care if it's all the drama points that I have.
So as we're going through this, I'm going to stop looking over shoulders and bandage myself and anyone else that needs healing. I rolled an 8 for myself, which is 18 health, so I am back to full health.
Okay.
I have.
How much would I have?
bleeding.
Okay,
How much
so
would I have
I
accumulated a point
9.
at this point?
Who else needs healing? Liam?
Yes.
I rolled a
One
14,
more than
so
me,
you get
for sure.
14 health. And then if I do this for a second time after that, 18 on top of that.
you find at least 2 names of people that were part of the Ronin Coven. So I would assume at this point that they might kind of have a little hand in these shenanigans. You want their names? I can't hear you.
She said sure.
Okay. Give me 1 second while I make them up.
Bob Smithson and Steve
Daryl
Jones.
and his other brother, Daryl.
Daryl and my other brother.
They're
Daryl.
both
I'm not
mute.
bullshitting you when I say I have a stepsister Sharon, a stepbrother Darren, and a stepbrother Aaron. Yep. Just out of curiosity, hair director, what kind of HP would I have in this time period have healed?
Well, it's only been a few minutes, technically. I'd say maybe like 20 minutes has gone by since you guys were fighting.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so I'll
yeah,
heal him
Jack,
too.
I'll take some.
Yeah.
I'll take some healing.
17. You get 17 more back.
No worries.
And if we need more than that, obviously, Saoirse's reading, so we're literally just. I could go.
No,
for
I need
two
more
of
than that. I need.
Okay, so
I need another.
find one for Lisa
19.
Britton
Need 19 more.
Yeah, 19 more just hit you.
and Renoli Birchfield.
Birchfield. That jackass. That fucker beat me up in kindergarten. Fuck him.
He owes me $50.
$2 cash.
You said you'd paint my chicken coop.
The sister gave me crabs.
You also find the number for Wolfram and Hart.
Of course. Law firm. to the
Specifically, someone named Martin Ubach, Esquire.
They're all esquires because they're fuckers.
Esquire doesn't even mean anything.
So as Charisse is grabbing her file, she's obviously curious as to what they have on her. As she picks it up and opens it, 2 slips of paper fall out. Okay.
What did they say?
So she picks them up and she looks at them and she can't make heads or tails of what it says. It's obviously in a different language, not of this earth. So if somebody wants to try to translate it,
I can take a look.
yeah, give me an intelligence plus languages check.
Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
I have 1 success level, a 9.
Uh,
9.
only 3 successes.
That's enough for it.
She's smarter than me.
Yeah, the languages that this is written in are from a dimension rarely traveled to, but you managed to muddle your way through.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, if you really want to, give me an intelligence plus knowledge plus languages, or intelligence plus occultism plus languages.
That's going to be a big number.
Big bottom number.
That's 25.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay.
We like big numbers here. We like
You went
big
way
numbers
over
here.
the limit that I had set. You
Whoa.
were just there when you did it the first time. Now you're way past. Okay, so yeah, you translate the whole thing. This ain't shit. Okay. So as you translate, you see the symbols begin to like shift and move into familiar letters and numbers you can recognize and read. And you realize this slip of paper is actually a receipt. Apparently, the Dectromes are really anal about making sure they leave a paper trail for all their business transactions, and this depicts their cost for services rendered.
How
According to what you
much?
can make out, they are being paid with souls and magical items, not traditional currency.
Have they been paid in full?
Apparently, it was meant to be paid as they work. Like, their payment is actually on this plane, which is kind of what happened to Charisse.
Per diem kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, the things that you need to survive are here on this planet. Come and get them, and I'll direct you towards people that could fill your belly kind of thing. So the second slip, same thing. You can give me an intelligence, knowledge, and languages, or an intelligence, occultum, and languages.
Who knew that? Like international.
24.
You got exactly. I set this one super high, and you hit it exact. That's 7
So, yeah.
levels.
I just want to
Yeah,
know.
7.
I'm just going to be honest. I am surprised that these kinds of things require invoices. That's all I'm saying.
I just said that they're weird like
In case
that.
these are. Well, in case they have to
Gotta
pay
insert
like
some humor in here
interdimensional
somewhere.
taxes. Well, if they have to pay interdimensional taxes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, you do. I even had a note here. I even put a note here that says it's doubtful they'll succeed, and Intel can find them a translator if they fail. Okay, so you got it. So it's another receipt. Only thing is, this one states that real estate has been purchased at an extremely high cost. We're talking millions of dollars for the top floor of a skyscraper. The top floor of a skyscraper. That word always tongue-ties me. In Chicago. The seller is Wolfram and Hart Holdings. There's a personal message written in pen at the bottom of the receipt, and it reads, "Your continued business over the decades has been and will always be welcome. Congratulations on your newest acquisition. We hope it'll serve your needs well. Don't step off the ledge." And it's signed by a Martin Ubach Esquire.
Fuck.
It's probably Trump Tower.
So these
That would
are actually
sense.
both really good news. One, there's probably some magical items hanging around. Two, we have a place to go.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
is
right now
the
it says
countdown
the 89.
still available?
I'm sorry, what?
Is the countdown still available?
Yeah, you can see it in the background on one of the monitors that you got working. So it was at 22. It was like 22:30 last, so it's probably like a 22:10, 22:05. 22 hours, 5 minutes.
Well, right now it looks like you can get a 89 floor penthouse in Trump Tower for $30 million. It's only about 14,000 square feet.
That's a steal.
I mean, they start at 300,000 and go up to 30 million. So yeah.
You'd have to pay me.
Yeah, I'm gonna invoice them for like
Mm.
$1 billion a month.
As we're going through this, I'm
I
still
would say
healing
$1 billion
and patching
worth
wounds. Is everyone at
of
full health now?
therapy. I appreciate you, sir.
Okay.
I
Thank
Everyone
you for
should be
I
full
feel
health.
like
thank you for your medicine, medicine man.
I am also
Yeah.
refilling all of my
I feel-
magazines,
No.
reloading my weapons, because that's going to happen soon.
The man, the myth.
Just making sure I'm
levels
not
to
getting
go up.
putting
Is it
aside
one
things that
over
I'm
the
gonna
level you want to go?
Okay, those are done. Okay, what?
For skill levels, it was one over whatever you needed, right? So if you're going to go from 2 to 3, you need like 4.
No,
For-
it was five minimum experience points up to skill level 5, and then anything over that was the new skill level count, wasn't it?
Something like
Okay.
that. Something like that.
Well, we didn't get any
Find it,
XP after
find
the
it.
last round, so I'm hoping I can up my getting medieval now that I have a medieval weapon.
Yeah, I've neglected that skill as well.
But Kung Fu and Gun Fu, I'm all sorted on.
Okay. Raising a skill has a cost equal to the new level times 2.
Oh,
Okay,
that's more.
so if I'm going from 2 to 3, then
So
I
you're-
got to come up with 6.
6. Yeah.
So from the fight between the demons that were guarding Kate's door and the fight with Kate, you each gained an extra XP.
What?
Just one.
1
Yeah.
per fight.
For the whole
Or 1 per.
thing. Yeah, you gained 1 XP.
Because we didn't kill Kate. We should have just cut her head off.
Yeah.
You wanted to flirt with her.
No more.
And if I remember correctly, Liam, you needed 1 XP to get your werewolf under control.
Was it 13? God, where's that?
Well, I apparently blew through all my XP.
Yeah, you did.
If it costs 13, yeah.
Yeah, I did too, but I burned through the wrong stuff.
But I got that drama.
I gotta find that. I guess I gotta go find
So
the PDF.
I can disconnect the battle cam.
So I'm gonna go for broke right now and just use all 6 XP on getting medieval to go up 1.
See, I would actually put that towards dexterity if you could. You get more for your points, don't you?
Well, dexterity, I'm at 7, so I don't think I do actually. I think I have to go up
at
like
that point, no,
to 9 or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I got to go up 2.
How are you getting so many XP?
But it's not. That's what I'm saying. Is that you've got your strength, dex, con, intelligence, perception, willpower, but to go up per level, it's like double it, right?
No. Okay. For skills, it's double the level. For attributes, it's 5 up until you get to 5, and then it's just the number of. So if you wanted to go from 5 to 6,
Yeah, you got to have 6.
Yeah,
it's
and
6.
to get to 7, you need 7.
Yeah, that's not money well spent then, because I've got 6 XP right now, and
Yeah,
that
you're
can
balancing
bump up my crime, my acrobatics, or my getting medieval. And now that I have a big effing sharp object, I think getting medieval would be the
Yeah,
place
your
to drop it.
skills are below your attributes. My attributes were below my skills.
As much as my notice would probably appreciate the points as well.
I got that. I'll notice stuff.
I have a notice of 2 and a perception of 2. Like, you know. But yeah, no. As the big angry dude, I think I'm gonna go up 1 point in getting medieval.
Go for attributes in the Angel Book, at least. They call out demons, vampires, and other supernatural critters can improve their attributes up to level 12. I was like, it's like, well, what?
I'm already
are
over
you
level
humans
12 on Constitution. I'm on 14.
Jeez, that's insane. Because they say like some beings have attributes well above level 12, but they are not meant to be cast members. and Chris has gone blue over that. Dabba-dee dabba-doo.
Violet, you're Violet.
Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa.
I want it now.
That's the right color for that one, yeah.
Alexa, dining room purple.
Okay.
I'm blueberry.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Alexa, play Tiffany.
Playing Tiffany.
You're an asshole.
On Amazon Music.
Well, okay, that's good to
Alexa,
know.
play I Think We're Alone Now.
Ew! Alexa, stop.
That wasn't Tiffany.
No.
Yeah, that was Mickey.
Yeah.
How many Tiffany's are there? Shit.
Uh,
Okay, so
Alexa, play Tiffany I Think You're Alone Now.
she didn't hear you. Alexa, fart 13 times in a row. Alexa, fart 13 times in a row.
Sorry.
She's having a meltdown.
Yeah, half the time it doesn't work.
Alexa, play I Think We're Alone Now.
She didn't hear you.
No. Only likes Noi.
Yeah.
His voice won't be
Alexa.
close to mine.
Alexa.
Alexa, play artist New Kids on the Block.
Here goes. Uh-oh. Now I'm really in the cloud.
I can't hear it.
From the biggest.net. Rather than release the fart quickly, which will likely cause a loud fart noise, take your time and release the fart slowly.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He's giving me excuses why she doesn't want to fart, so I've taught her well.
She's saying release the fart slowly, as opposed to making it loud. And
I can be like, Alexa, give me 17 farts in a row.
All right, so
never mind.
Do we have any semblance of a plan moving forward?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you guys want to do after that? Because you still got all the other files. There's always intel.
More files.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna get out of here in the next 20 minutes or so, I think we should just review files. Because if Liam and Saoirse get a bounce and apparently have a long drive, it makes sense to. If you could read through the files, sir.
Which ones do you want?
Play the files.
You got ones for Liam. You got ones for Saoirse. You got ones for Jack. There's one for Charisse. There's a long one for Charisse.
I'm
All right.
reading
Well,
mine.
let's start with this. How much?
Say what?
I'm just curious. All I was going to say is this: how many of you know all of your character? Because if we don't know enough about Charisse, then that was the only thing that. Okay, so maybe Liam. Well, Liam, I think because Liam is with us, that might be the next file to go for, and then Charisse because honestly, it's DM Charisse. So I feel like those would be the ones to share if Jack and Saoirse have a pretty good understanding of who they are.
Can we just take the files to go?
Sure.
Check out this high rise?
Yeah, and we'll read
All
through
right.
the others in
Fair.
the car in the crappy Camry.
Okay. So
Saoirse, you should definitely be reading about Liam while we're in the crappy Camry. Just don't kill us, Liam.
okay, so you slip out.
Hopefully we don't look too bloody.
Not
Don't
anymore.
wanna attract
Jack sorted
attention.
us.
Yeah, I fixed you guys up.
You didn't fix your clothes.
Yeah, we might look homeless, but you know, we're all walking
Yeah, leather coats.
vertically.
It's,
Jack's also a seamstress. What's
Nobody
the problem?
nobody notices on a flak jacket. That's like sparkles. You know, you're good.
Okay.
There's a cause. I don't know. There's a con in town. We're cosplay.
Right. Where'd you guys come from? Oh, we're all Halo cosplayers.
We were LARPing.
Going to ASIN. That's a con. I
Oh
remember.
God, I'd believe it then.
I'm just curious. Can you raise
No,
your
you're at a
hand if
Yu-Gi-Oh
you've
card
died in-
tournament.
Can
Oh,
you
they're
raise
shaking
Can you
going
raise your hand if you've died in a Chris Pico movie? Oh, really? I'm the only. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way I'm the only one here.
Yeah, both of your death scenes are on my YouTube channel.
I was gonna say. Now, how did you die, Jack?
I died twice. I
Oh,
got
only
stabbed
died
by
once.
Zach's sister,
Oh yeah.
and
Right,
I got
right,
stabbed twice by lightsabers.
Twice.
See, you're lucky. I got decapitated.
No, you got cut in half.
I got decapitated. No, I got decapitated.
Yeah,
Because you were
it
the
was a head
one,
cut.
Chris. You were the one who
I
was
played your
wearing
legs.
The yes, you played my legs and my boots.
Yeah.
And my head was on the other side of the screen.
Yeah. That took forever to
Yeah.
do because the wind was blowing right in your eyes and you couldn't keep your eyes open.
Oh my God, was that tough?
Yeah.
It's also like 30 degrees outside. All right, sorry, just not to interrupt. As we're rolling through the Corolla.
Okay, so yeah, you guys exit the underground lair without incident. Life on the main floor goes on as normal. There's no signs that anyone was aware of the scene that was happening just beneath their feet or what's coming for each and every one of them in the immediate future. As you pass through the foyer, the security guards you were greeted by on the way in say, "Have a great day." And as you head out the building, you head to the car.
Can I
I'm sorry. What
ask for a
building
quick
were we in
pit
again?
stop
I'm
at a
just-
7-Eleven real quick?
Hey, I need some Gatorade.
No, not really. I just want to refill Jack's flask and stuff some more into my chest plates.
Okay, so that does
Because
more.
not for not, but let's play more about my
It's still.
now that my covetous.
Okay, so okay.
Can we pull over to the side real quick? Get some
So-
7-Eleven.
Yeah, you guys
I
get to
just
the
need a couple
car,
flasks
go
real
back to
quick.
the parking garage across the street from the merchandise mart, get back in Liam's car, and peace out. So
And pick up some
where
whiskey on the way.
are you all going?
Trump Tower.
Whiskey.
Oh, so you're going to 7-Eleven first?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
You
Trump
said you were
Tower.
gonna go through the files in
Anything
the
at all.
car.
Yep.
Okay, so who's do you want to go through first?
I'm gonna get
Liam's.
so drunk I can't read, but I think Saoirse's gonna read Liam's because she's the speed reader there
Okay.
with the didactic memory.
So she pulls out Liam's file, and his file is the thinnest of them all.
Sweet.
It's the
It
tridactic memory
consists of your
now.
high school and college
Okay.
records, but nothing of note. Apparently, you were a goody two shoes.
Good
Well.
two shoes. Good two shoes. Good two shoes. Good two shoes. Right? Good two shoes. Good two shoes. Good two shoes.
Hey, what's that on your
There's
face?
There's one on Jack, one on Charisse, one on Saoirse. You also have the ones of the others too, but they're all dead.
Let's look at Saoirse.
Say what?
Let's look at Saoirse's next.
Saoirse's?
See if they know that she's like super witch.
Super witch, super witch, super witch, yeah.
Yeah.
Wakanda
forever.
So Saoirse's isn't that thick either, but what is there is all about her family's history. There's documents that go back to the early 1900s about the Havas Coven and how they were publicly at war with their rivals, the Ronin Coven, over their knowledge that they had amassed over the centuries and scrolled into a series of tomes. Her ancestors lost the war, but the tomes never did fall into the hands of the Ronins. Her people went into hiding among the general populace, spreading across the country to make it more difficult for their enemies to locate them without every couple having to change their surname. Each took a few of the tomes with them so they all wouldn't be in one place. But over the last 100 years, the Ronins have indeed tracked down her fellow clan members and murdered them to claim the tomes. Luckily, most of them had been brought to her parents, the Rileys, Jacqueline and Stephen, back in the late 70s when the Ronins began closing in on the elders in the West. She's been the protector ever since her parents were killed in the early 2000s in a car wreck. And the only other things about Saoirse personally that are in the files are about her working at the library, that the tomes are there and being protected by spells that she has put in place, and that the Ronins were moving in to claim them.
Wait, they know.
But that's not really a thing anymore.
Yeah, we kind of did something about that previously.
She
Library
hadn't gotten to that
up,
point
right?
to update the file.
They came for our library. We sent them packing.
Okay. So there's still one on Jack and there's one on Charisse, if you guys want to read those.
Charisse?
Otherwise, you guys pull up to a 7-Eleven.
I'm just running in. I'll be right back. Jack, you got a couple bucks I can borrow, brother?
Yeah, damn it. But reading Charisse's
I mean,
file.
you know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. You heal me.
I don't know if you do.
It all works itself.
You're fucking
Hey,
undead,
hey.
dude.
I am not undead. I am.
Go get booze.
He's been
Yeah.
surgically altered.
I mean, I can go get booze, but I'm trying
Go
to
get
play
booze.
within the reality that we're living in now. So,
I'm reading
You
now.
got a card I can borrow?
Brother,
I just
I'm
need a
reading
card.
now.
Yeah, give me a credit
Give a
card.
card, brother.
Your social security number?
Just a card.
Just
Just a
go.
card. Just a card. I don't need your social security number. It's okay. Yeah, a couple bucks. Come on, man.
Get-
Look at this
give me a
beard.
pack of
It
Swisher
hasn't
Sweets.
grown out of nowhere.
Just go.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right.
I'm
I'll be right back.
reading.
One or two packs.
All right,
One or two
Sharice.
packs. Do you want white owls? Do you want purple?
Yes, that's fine. No,
Okay. All right.
the maple ones.
I got you.
don't
I
care.
got you. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
What just happened?
I got you.
This is Charisse talking. She's like, what the fuck
Don't-
just happened?
Nobody interrupt him. Let him read. I got this.
Charisse's
That was like
file.
a totally new language. I didn't understand a word that they said.
That's drunk people talking.
Okay. What did you guys want to do?
Charisse's file while he's getting us
Oh, shit.
booze
Okay.
and smoke.
So you open up Sharice's file, and there's a series of notes. The first one has a header that reads, "From the desk of Dr. Yumna Sati, PhD," which was Sharice's former therapist.
Well, that's upsetting.
Sharice flips through these files from her therapist until one catches her eye. It's her final session, which was dated a week before she was killed. And she decides to read it aloud, kind of like she's using it as a confessional. And it reads, "Though Sharice worked for many large companies throughout the Chicagoland area and held a lofty position as head of human resources at each one, she still cannot break the cycle of antisocial behavior among her peers. Searle, General Electric, Abbott, Sears and Roebuck, Walgreens. Each job lasted for just over a year, with her quitting for another job prospect almost like clockwork. I have acquired notes about her performance at each job from her superiors. While they all claim that she performed her responsibilities to the highest degree, once she was expected to interact with a coworker, it was clear that she lacked critical interpersonal skills that are a requirement of someone in her particular field of expertise. She was inconsiderate, hot-tempered, and sometimes downright abusive. One critique stated that she lacked the required empathy needed to deal with people's grievances and whatnot. Once she would be confronted by her superiors about her issues, she would start looking for another job almost immediately. If the option of working from home was on the table, she would immediately accept the position.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I can gather, that perk always came to an end at some point, and face-to-face interactions were expected. I fear that I have not made any headway with Sharice over the past 5 years. There have been many times where I believed I had a breakthrough and things appeared to be on the positive trajectory, but each time she reverted back to her previous habits of antisocial behavior. Sharice told me in today's session that her superior at Procter & Gamble wants to have a meeting with her to discuss her performance issues in 2 weeks. And I fear instead of taking the criticism as a learning experience and hopefully her continued employment, that she'll resign and the cycle will begin anew." So Sharice puts the file down and remains quiet for a few moments. And when she finally speaks, she says, "And then I was killed 2 days later." Needless to say, I never made it to that meeting.
But you got better.
Yeah. She says, "I don't know what will happen in the immediate future, if we'll live to see the day after the portal opens or not, but if we do, and I continue to stay in this state of living, I know that I've become a better person because of all of you. I was lost back then. I had no direction in my life, and I just floated through each day like a ghost with no connection to the living. It just sucks ass that I had to fucking die in order to have my epiphany. I just hope that I haven't burned all of my bridges with my emo existential bullshit. You've all risked your lives to save mine. You barely knew me then, and I was about as charming as this file describes whenever we would converse, and you still risked everything for me. I might not have thanked you properly at the time, but I will now. Thank you. I didn't feel like I deserved your kindness at the time, but that is who you all are. And I'm glad that I can say out loud that you are my friends, and I would, without a second's hesitation, reciprocate for each and every one of you." And then she just kind of like looks up and says, "Speech over. Let's go save the fucking world."
Hey guys,
I love you, man.
Guys, I got drinks. I got smokes. I got these cool cube holders and smokes. And dude, Jack, I've been at your place before, man. You got something wrong with your toilet flusher. I picked up one of those. I got lighters, so you're good. You're good. And I got a
credit card is
really
now maxed.
long like charger for your phone, but I don't have a phone, so this would be good for you. So I just thought I got you, bro.
You're telling me that
Thanks,
7-Eleven has toilet parts?
They do.
I mean,
actually.
I was surprised.
I didn't know you could buy that stuff at a 7-Eleven.
I have bought a toilet flapper.
Okay.
These are like highball ice cubes, man. Like who knew
Are those-
that 7-Eleven
those are
had
boobs.
these things, man?
Literally,
That's-
those are
well,
boobs.
I mean, they could be, but they'd be really like they'd be more like a uniboob. But like, I'm just saying, like, there's. Sorry, did I interrupt something?
It's all right. We're gonna go save the world, buddy. Come on
There's
in.
also Jack's file if you guys
All
want
right.
to read that.
I'm a.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Let's hear what you got, Jack. I'm gonna go put this over here.
So his file
But I got
consists
you your
of
Mr. Sweets.
mostly military records and some documents from the psychiatric hospital you spent a short time at after you were honorably discharged.
Hey, fuck that corporation, man.
Do you want to look at the hospital records?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. The psychiatric hospital
it can't be
records
worse.
detail they detail your 5-month stay there. You were dealing with severe PTSD and night terrors associated with an incident that occurred during your second tour in the Middle East. Your unit was defending a small village just outside Al-Qaim for 48 hours from a convoy of insurgents hoping to smuggle arms out of view of the U.S. military. They were found out, and your team responded quickly, but upon arrival, the insurgents decided to start using the locals as human shields. A standoff lasted for 20 hours before the shooting finally began. Many of the villagers were killed in the process, as well as nearly half of your unit. As a combat field medic, you were attempting to help the villagers as well as your fellow soldiers, but there were too many casualties. As you were helping a family who had retreated into an alley to get away from the firefight, you were assaulted from behind and dragged out. The family fled as you were being beaten in the street, but almost as quickly as the assault began, the insurgent stopped wailing on you and began to grasp his head in horror. He was talking to the air in his native language, crying the whole time. After a few moments, he pulled out a flare from his pants pocket, ignited it, and used it to set himself on fire. And you watched him burn to death as you fought to stay conscious from your beating, but eventually you did pass out. And when you awoke, you found that another unit showed up to back your unit up an hour later. 28 hours later, the battle was over, and you were moved from active duty to a hospital for not only your injuries, but your failing mental state. Watching the insurgent seem to instantly lose his mind, then kill himself, triggered something in you. And the hospital records show that you were nearly catatonic for 3 months. And with the help of therapy, you were able to regain your sanity and return to reality, although you had been released from your obligation to the military during that time. Once you were deemed fit to rejoin society, you were given a plane ticket back to Chicago and the pay you had earned. And
I can set people on fire with my mind.
Give me a...
I got your constitution right here, brother.
Yeah. Give me a knowledge, an intelligence and knowledge check.
I have no knowledge. Okay.
Do you have wild card?
No.
Okay.
I have science.
I do.
No, science wouldn't do this. It'd be like knowledge and intelligence.
Is it possible I could roll for this?
I'd say even willpower. No, because this is something that only he would know. Maybe throw willpower in there too.
Oh, can I throw willpower in?
Yeah.
Okay. So with willpower, actually, because I rolled a 9, so 18, so 5.
Okay.
Success levels.
Since you did speak the language that the insurgent that lost his mind in front of you was speaking, he was screaming out loud to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He kept on saying to himself, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. It's too hard. I am nothing.
That's an uncomfortably long pause.
Okay. So the guy was beating me to death and then said, I can't do it anymore, and then I am nothing, and then set himself on fire.
It sounds oddly familiar, doesn't it?
No, because I don't remember anything, because I've been drinking.
I'm not talking about that. So I'll ask you a question as the director. So were you reading that out loud? Or were you reading it to yourself?
Out loud.
Okay. So anyone who is listening, roll me a notice and a perception.
Including myself?
Yeah, sure.
This is not going to be good.
I rolled a 1, so I didn't perceive nothing.
Same.
Well, I got an 11, so decent. 2.
I noticed that corner of the page is just a little dog-eared, and it's driving me nuts. I can't concentrate on anything else.
3, 6,
Oh!
7.
Hold
I'll give you
on.
a 20. 5
A 20?
successes.
Oh,
Okay, so
there we go.
I'm. Oh no, just decent.
I only
Okay,
got
so-
one success.
So Liam
I got.
kind of pieces it together. That sounds suspiciously like the Never Was his motif.
How long ago was that?
How so? Tell me, Liam. What do you mean?
The never was all about this.
Sowing doubt.
Doubt and giving up and despair and ceasing existence.
Would you mind if I
Betrayal!
touched you, Jack, to gather more information?
I mean, as long as that's okay with Liam, I think that's probably okay.
I don't want to look. I don't
It's
want
like
to
high
watch.
five.
Her psychometry is just like,
Iti telefono mi casa.
Call my house.
Donde está con biblioteca?
All right, yeah. What do you got?
Uh,
I don't remember all
5
of that.
successes.
5?
If it's spooky.
Okay, so are you looking into like that moment that he was
Yeah.
reading about? Okay.
Yeah. Like,
As it's
just
happening,
really-
since he was semi-conscious when it was happening, because he had been severely beaten,
Mhm.
he did see that as the insurgent was like losing his mind and slapping at his head and all that, you did see like this sort of energy around him that you have. Like, I think all of you have seen it at some point during the campaign. That is like that's when the Never Was is influencing something. It's breaking through just slightly, and is able to influence certain people every once in a while when they feel like when they're the most vulnerable.
So that was the Never Was. I can see it around that man.
Like, it's not able to fully break
So it
through
ain't-
reality just yet, but it is able to influence here and there as it.
It ain't your
tries to
fault,
break through.
Jack. It ain't your fault, Jack.
Not
I'm gonna
that
throw
that
an arm around Jack.
you up
Not
anyway.
you too, man. Not you too.
No, dude. The Never Was put some shit into my gut, but as did my
So this
dad.
thing's been around us for a
But-
while.
so it seems.
And I'll say that we end it there for tonight.
All right.
I'm out of cold beer, so that works out nicely for me.
The important stuff.
Well, it's kind of
Mhm.
important. I put it up there with several other things, but yes.
All right.
Where you guys
just
driving to
throwing it
tomorrow?
out there.
Yeah, it's friends and family birthdays.
Happy birthdays. Drive safe.
Just throwing it out there. I am totally available the last weekend of the month.
Okay, yeah, my schedule's not changing anytime soon. I'm probably going to still be on mornings, at least until the beginning of September, maybe the end of September. So Friday nights are still good for me. I mean, even if my schedule does change, I'd be working until 7:30, so I wouldn't be able to start till probably 8 if I was, but that's a long way off.
Yeah,
I can
no,
do-
I'm just saying that the last
ahead.
weekend of the month I am totally free.
Is that the 24th, 25th? I am not. I can do July 1st as a Friday night, which is the first of the July 4th weekend. I think I can do that. Let me clear Jennifer to make sure we don't have anything planned. But I can do the 17th.
I cannot
Yeah.
end the stream. My mouse died.
Yeah, the 24th is what I think I was talking
Change the
about.
batteries real quick.
Yeah, I'll be in Key West. on vacation.
Ooh,
So I cannot.
that's fun. I've been there once.
Yeah. I've been there
Just
once.
for a
It was a
wedding.
horrible time, but my wife has been there multiple times and she loves it. So we're going back for our anniversary. And we will.
I mean, I feel like that's a good place to go if you don't have horrible experiences to attach to it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Say that about a lot of places.
I would agree. I would agree. Well, I will say that I appreciate all of the listening time that y'all put into my character for this week, because I'm like, cool. I'm a fucking transplant.
Well, we've all been waiting to
donor
hear
that-
the real story too.
I'm a donor that my daddy didn't like me, and he gave me up.
Yeah, that was an interesting twist. I wasn't expecting that one.
No, I appreciate the twist there, Herr Director.
Yeah,
In case you'll want to
I was
feel
going
old.
over it with one of my coworkers, and he's just looking at me. He's like, "Where does this fucking shit come from?"